Okay, I'm here. True Woody, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now I gotta see if I can hear myself. Okay. No, not that. No, not that. Looking for the Elgato. We're gonna strip this off. We got tons to talk about. We really don't, but we do. But we don't. But we really do.
Nigga, like, I don't know if we do or we
got
don't.
a
Nigga.
lot. It's been a while. I looked at all our streams. We haven't done a Sunday show in forever, bro.
No, we have not. Well, not a proper one, anyways.
No, not at all. I'm in the process of doing some laundry. I want to get some laundry done before I go back to work tomorrow, even though I'm only going back for one more day until I go on my small little days off. Still, I want my work shirt and everything to look clean, to be clean. You guys know how that is. Okay. So, okay. Here we go. That's a lot of shit I need to do. I'm gonna do some cleaning on Tuesday. Let's see. I know I'm live, right? Well, I know I'm live. Oh boy. Oh, sorry guys. The Sunday show is back by popular demand. Well, you guys voted. We're starting a little late, a little rusty. We don't have much to talk about, but we're going to talk about the little bit that we do have. So two of the main topics would be the Xbox Series X going up to, is it $800? Yeah, it's going up to $800, and I want to make sure that we can look over that data. So I'm gonna go put that up on screen in a little bit. so that we can all just take a look at it. Me and True Woody had, I don't know how long we were on the phone
We
talking about
spoke
that
about
shit
this
for like
already.
fucking 2 hours long, talking about that shit. I have no idea. Like, if your theory is correct, I didn't have much of a theory. I'm gonna be honest. My only theory is that they thought they could get away with it because Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. But it doesn't matter because nobody knows exactly when Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Grand Theft Auto 6 could come out by July or it could come out by fall.
Put up a poll and see what they think about both sides.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Get the data. No, it's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. I'm attempting to do some more shorts, guys. I really am. I'm attempting to do more content, but it's an attempt. Sadly, I got to get a good schedule for where I'm at with the job and everything. And also, I was going to record on the job, but I was like, well, it's just too much background interference, and don't know if my Bluetooth or even my phone is going to pick up too much of what's going on in the background, so I didn't want to do that. Okay, so the good news is we got those, and then we're going to talk about a state of play, which I made my own state of play with AI. It was my very own state of play wallpaper with AI, and all I said was PlayStation state of play, something like that. Let's
be right back.
Oh, okay. And I just wanted to show you how crazy it is. Let's get started. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Warlock. He's a mod. He's also a panel member. We got Henry. He's a mod, a panel member. We also got who else do we got here? Vegan VR King. He's a mod. And he's also a channel member. We got Mike Johnson. He's a mod. He's a channel member. True Woody is a channel member. He's a mod and he's a panel member. Henry, you was a member. You used to have a little logo there. But you are a mod and you also a panel member. And then we got Vegan VR King. He is a mod and a channel member. We got SC2. I never really could figure out what your name was, but it's SC2VYCE. You're back with us again. Thank you for returning. Suri Anster has became a member of the channel. Welcome. I think it's your first time here and you don't have a profile picture. Don't know who you are, but you want to talk in the chat, you can. Lorenzo is a mod. Let me see. You said something about it's never worth it to get an Xbox. I'm trying to scroll up if there's any. I don't think there's anything else above that. Yeah. We're on camera today. Yep. It's an important day. I don't get on camera if it's not an important day. I would have loved to do this stream. I would have loved to do this stream if it was like Friday or whatever when the news broke, but the news broke late. I was done with my day and I was like, I told Truity, I was like, this is just ass. You know, like a weird time to announce, you know, a weird time to announce that. And then also, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm going to honor my boy True Woody. We're going to put it to a vote. See what you guys think. Again, my theory is not complete because there's no rhyme or reason why they would do it. Man, I go off of the patterns that I've seen in the past, and there's no rhyme or reason for real. So, let me get started with the poll.
Oh, my theory is you don't move your own platform when you're already not selling. That's like sabotaging every chance you have. You already don't have a chance. Now you're sabotaging the only chance you do have.
What was your theory again?
That they're getting rid of they're slowly killing off the console simply because it's cost them way more to make it, and they are practically going third party anyways. So why have a console when you're putting your games everywhere else? It will be cheaper if you'll be cheaper if because even Game Pass is everywhere. It will be cheaper if you can get Game Pass on other consoles if you don't have a competing console to go with it. And I believe that might be ending by next generation. They're slowly doing it because they can't it would be easier to not to it's like ripping the band-aid off. You don't want to rip it off immediately because it'll bleed even more. But if you rip it off slowly, it might not bleed as much.
To exit
It's like
the
exiting slowly.
console race. I mean, yeah, easier to enter the console, easier to exit the console race, but not
Slowly
faster.
than just ripping the band-aid off. Yes. If you rip the band-aid off, it's gonna bleed more. But if you slowly take it off, it won't bleed as much. If you get what you get what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're talking about.
But I believe most of that
Easier to exit the
they're
console
forcing this.
race. People will buy it for GTA 6 anyway. So fucking weird. It's just so weird. It doesn't. None of it makes sense. We're gonna start the poll, and we're gonna see whatever.
No, you're
I
right.
mean,
It
I could
doesn't
care
make
less
sense.
about win or lose, but I don't even like. I can't fathom as much as I know a lot about the console war. I just don't understand.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, right? Yes, if you are trying to stay in the console business, then yes, it does not make sense. But what part of Microsoft says they're trying to stay?
I don't know. I'm not saying they are gonna stay. I'm not saying I want them to stay. It's just they could have fucking left already. I
They
know.
could have.
I know you
Well,
told me this before that people would have been mad or
hold on,
something.
Jay, remember, Jay. They tried to leave in the Xbox One generation. What happened when they tried? There was an uproar, right? Because
No.
there was still a lot of consoles out there.
False. False. That's false. That's false.
Mhm.
Phil Spencer begged for Xbox not to die.
Yes,
Xbox fans themselves
in
didn't give a fuck because they didn't really exist. Remember, we go over this all the time. Everyone should know the real history. PS2 veterans that left the PS2 to buy an Xbox 360.
I'm not talking about PS. I'm
It's
not talking about
important that
PS3
it's
veterans.
important that everybody know why I'm saying all this. People that left the PS2, right after the PS2, they were going to go to PS3. 360 came out a year ahead of Wii and PS3, so they went to 360. A lot of them did not say, "Well, PS3 is out now. Let me go switch over." No, a lot of them didn't do that. They came back to PlayStation on the PS4 generation, right? That was the generation of the Xbox One. So
that's when Xbox fucked up, and then it's like, and they're like, oh,
that's what a lot of people
yeah,
need to understand. The fuck up is historical, right?
yeah,
However, it didn't matter because the people that used to be your fans, they had picked up a PS4. So no one was over there to beg for their life. I'm saying this because it's true.
There were YouTubers that were saying, why would you go? Why would you go?
It wasn't like if they leave now. It's not a lot,
Oh,
bro.
no.
It was so little of them. That's why their game sales were so bad. Because there was no one over there, bro. No real passionate gamers whatsoever.
I know that. Phil Spencer was the one that actually convinced
Phil Spencer went to fucking
Sadea,
whatever his name is, and begged Satya. He went to Satya Nadella and begged for Xbox to stay alive. Said,
yeah, because that's his job. But
for Game Pass. They may not want to buy the games, but we can rent them. We can rent the games to them because they don't want to buy them. Xbox
because
fans didn't even exist
because he tried to save his job. He tried to save his job.
It's more okay. So going back through the history, it's more about Phil Spencer saving his job than a good amount of Xbox fans trying to save Xbox. There's more Xbox fans that are passionate about the brand now that want the brand to survive than when Phil Spencer was on his hands and knees begging for Xbox to be spared. Like Phil Spencer actually saved Xbox, but he's also the person killing Xbox.
He's been killing. He's been trying to kill Xbox. That's the point. The funny thing is, he was quote became the savior, and then he also became his destroyer. Like it's so funny because he was never a savior to begin with. You can't save something by giving it away.
As a lot of people are saying, it's easier to exit the console race. That's why they're boosting the price.
The thing is, but that's correct though. It is easier to.
It's a lot of lawsuits that can be made about this.
Not really.
I talked to you behind the scenes the other day. I was like, "This is your theory." But what if other people actually think of that? They could be like, "Well, you're purposely sabotaging the brand so you can leave." I paid for this, and I want this to be here, and I invested a lot in this.
Hold on. No one is saying that you can't access your old console. Nothing's stopping you from doing that.
They don't want that. They want Xbox to still go. They still want Xbox to be around.
Yeah, not every business is meant to stay alive forever. Not every business. Look at Sega.
Yeah,
Sega left, but they kept making games.
100%. I'm a PlayStation fan, so I don't give a fuck. But we're talking about these guys. We're not talking about JayTech and what he thinks. We're talking about Xbox fans and JayTech knowing how these guys think.
They can't make a lawsuit good enough to make sense, because at the end of the day,
and
Sega left because they couldn't. Hold on, Jay. Sega left because they couldn't compete. Microsoft is leaving because they cannot compete. However, they have the money to keep going. However, they just can't compete. Sega didn't have the money. Sega also didn't have the money, but they also.
Let me finish on what I'm saying. You underestimate the stupidity of the human race. Let me say this clear. You kept saying, hold on. I was trying to tell you, people lose court cases all the time because they're stupid enough to think they're going to win. It's not going to stop Xbox fans that are passionate about the brand to go and file a class action lawsuit and lose. How many people you think went head to head with Nintendo and lost? A lot, because we read about it all the time. So no,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say it's not. I'm saying it will happen. You will watch it happen. They will lose in court, but it will happen. They will file class action lawsuits, and maybe one or two may win in a different type of way for a different type of reason. Who fucking knows? But
we thought Microsoft
they're
would
publicly
lose.
sabotaging the brand so they can exit. A lot of people are gonna be pissed off.
We thought Microsoft would lose against the Activision case, but what did they pulled it off. There's no guarantee that they'll lose any of these cases. They seem to have get very good lawyers, man.
Henry said Microsoft ain't interested in anything but other than AI. You're right.
That is fact.
You're right. So they have to. So I'm guessing the whole thing is they have to go this way or they can't leave the console race. If they had a cheaper system, they just couldn't die. But they were already dying.
If they had a cheaper system, they could not die because people just it's cheap. I can keep buying it, and then they have to keep supplying it.
I agree with that.
And they don't want to keep supplying. They don't want to keep supplying it.
Yeah, that makes a good point. Not gonna lie, that's a really good context for what you've been saying. That's what you were missing, the context. Yeah, I agree with you now. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we're done with that part. No, Trudy got a good fucking point. Like this shit too expensive for you to fucking buy. But
there's an upside. There's an upside to how they can pull it off too, because you got to think of it. Look at the climate we're in right now. It's price hike right now because of the tariffs. So they can use us to their advantage.
100% right in their reality, but in reality,
yeah,
no, that's bullshit. Because they already used that excuse before. Remember when everybody was using the excuse, we're delaying our game because of COVID?
And yeah.
COVID
but that's
not
gone.
around
But,
anymore.
That's gone. But tariffs is still,
but they couldn't use that excuse. But they did want to use that excuse, and a lot of people use that excuse, even though it was bullshit. Yeah, the tariffs
we know.
They may be having an effect on certain things, but not to the point of Xbox, because it's more so like no one wants your system anyway. You're raising it high for what reason? No one liked you anyway.
But you go, hey Jay, just like you said, these judges and all that stuff, when they go to court, they don't know nothing about gaming. All they know is that they say that it's because of tariffs. We know tariffs are actually are a thing. Fair enough. Like what can we say against that if we don't know nothing about gaming? We don't know that these things are just not buying the system. Just like they didn't know nothing about Activision when they allowed that shit to go through, right?
Yeah.
They don't know shit. These judges, these FTC, they don't know nothing. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they don't know shit. Now, if they were in the gaming space, then I would actually say, look, yeah, they might Microsoft might have a problem finding it.
This
but they're not in the gaming
space.
space.
Is still weird, right? They're dead.
No, trust me,
They're dead. They've been dead for a long time. It's a weekend and Birdie's fucking situation, and now they're trying to kill a zombie that's already dead.
Yeah, but they had like a $200 freaking Xbox Series S. As shitty as that system is, it was cheap as fuck for a next gen system.
I understand, and it was but I'm not talking about the pricing and why, and I'm not talking about right now. I'm not talking about currently.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the price increase. I'm not talking about the price of what it was. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that the brand and the popularity of the brand has been dead for a long time. Talking about no one cared about Xbox. Their games have been ass. They have partnered up with weird people over the last 5 years to produce quote unquote bangers that ended up flopping on day one, and released multitude of glitchy, buggy games that were locked at 30 frames, even though they have the power of 12 teraflops. The whole Xbox Series X
Oh no, they
and
didn't have the
S,
tools. They didn't have the tools. That's why.
yeah, the whole Xbox Series X and S legacy is just ass. Like,
Oh,
they're gonna go down this generation as the worst gaming console ever.
Oh no, this generation is the worst console generation.
And then
it really
on
is.
top
It's
of all
bad.
that I just said, at the end, towards the end of the console generation, you raise the price of your hardware that is already ass compared to PlayStation.
Yeah, it is bad.
It just
yeah.
like all of that, and then you do this. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. And then, in the middle of everything I just said, you tell people to play your best games on other platforms.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You tell people that you don't even need a console. You can play it on your TV. You can play it on your refrigerator. You can play it on your Tesla. Like I don't understand. Like I don't even think they know what the fuck they're doing, bro. I think that's where it's coming from. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro.
I think Microsoft right now is lost. They don't know what direction to go into, and to be quite fair, they believe the best outcome is to leave. They believe the Game Pass, because for Game Pass to reach everywhere else, they need to be in multiple places, and they can't be everywhere because, quite frankly, they have a platform. So
I've seen a lot of crazy things, but this generation is the craziest generation. And again, it's not only for Xbox. PlayStation has done some weird shit this gen.
With their PlayStation strategy
and how it literally hurt their gamers, and everybody on the other side, PC side, kept saying
is just as bad.
Yeah, they kept saying that supporting PC wasn't going to hurt PlayStation gamers. It wasn't going to take anything away from us. It did take things away. We lost games. There were games that we actually wanted that were canceled. So we did lose games because, and just in that sense, like, so people said, oh, it's not going to hurt you because you still have access to the game. No. The whole reason to put those games on your platform was for Sony to get revenue. And then our own PlayStation brothers and sisters kept reiterating that they were going to make so much revenue that we were going to get new games, new AAA games, new single player games, new IPs, new exclusive that weren't going to go to PC next time around. False. I've done research over the last 2 months talking to multitude of AIs, 3 different AIs, the best. ChatGPT, Microsoft's AI, and then there's another AI. Let me go.
Gemini.
Yeah, it's Gemini. So I've talked to Gemini, I've talked to ChatGPT and Copilot from Microsoft. Everybody says my theory is correct, that Sony cannot possibly make any new AAA single-player exclusive games from PC revenue alone. And there has not been a single game that has been created because of PC revenue. Because all of those games that we've played this generation, they all started development before PC even started to generate money. And PC only generated money for PlayStation after Helldivers 2 came out last year. This year, not so much. That's why they cut that portion out of their financials recently, which we've talked about in the news and updates last week. So I've been telling you guys this, but I've also triple checked my work on 3 different AIs, and they all tell me my theory is correct. I have screenshots of me asking them and proving that my theory is correct. I mean, if my theory wasn't correct, then Sony wouldn't have took out the multi-platform revenue section from their financials. It's been 5 years, right? If I was them, I would take that section out too.
Long enough time to see if something is working.
Exactly. If I was them, I would take that section out too, because, like true what he said, it's been 5 years. It's not working. We haven't made enough money to put anything over there. That specific community is very picky, which led us to additional losses because we can't put every games as a service on that platform because they're very picky, or they may hack into the game, or they may leak the game.
Nigga, they already leaked Spider-Man, which made them delay the game even further, costing more money.
Wolverine, but yeah, it's they've lost a lot of money. They've closed down a lot of studios messing with PC in the last 5 years. They've what's going on, tech guy Brian? They've closed a lot of studios in the last 5 years. They've, again, specifically 6 at the time of my research. 8 games were canceled at the time of my research after 5 years. And then 20 games at the time of my research was put on PC in 5 years. And now out of all of that research, and I've asked them multiple times, there was zero. I specifically asked them, and if anybody desperately wants me to do it again, just say ask. ASK. Just put that in the chat if you really want me to ask the AI right now, and I will have the microphone right to the speaker, and you can hear them tell me my shit's correct. One of the things I had to do is I had to do 3 follow-up questions to one of my questions about the revenue, and what it really came down to is they are giving me information that's publicly available, where they're telling me that the revenue goes back into different branches of PlayStation, so that they can't really track where the money is and if it's actually going into specifically funding even just one game over the last 5 years. So the money goes back to PlayStation, but not specifically for the purpose of making a new game. They never started the PC port project to create new games for us. And for every single person that used to be a PlayStation person, that used to tell us to calm down, that used to tell us that fucking stupid lie, don't worry, they're going to get a lot of revenue and they're going to bring new games. 5 years later,
look where
you don't gotta believe me. You don't gotta believe me. It has been 5 years. You can tell me yourself. Go ask Google yourself. They will let you know. It's been 5 years. It's a long time for data to have gone through, for games to have sailed or flopped on that platform, for you to tell me, was I right? Come on. I know 5 years ago I sound crazy, but it's been 5 years and we don't have any new games. Remember, games take 5 years to develop. PlayStation 5 is like almost 6 years in the 5 year period. Came out in 2020, November of 2020. It is 2025. 5 years. Just like that, 5 years. So it's been 5 years. The console's been out 5 years. They've been putting games on PC 5 years. Horizon Zero Dawn went to PC before the PlayStation 5 hit the market. So they've been putting games on PC for over 5 years. So now, again, it's been 5 years. And we know that games take anywhere between 5 years. It could go all the way up to 10 years for certain games that are in development hell. So the majority of the PlayStation exclusives we've gotten, they've been developed because we, the PlayStation console gamer, supported different first-party studios from the generations of PS4 onto PS5. Us buying the games, us buying the console, subscribing to PlayStation Plus, buying games through PlayStation Store. That is how PlayStation makes their money. Google it and they'll tell you. You want me to Google it? I will do it in front of you. I'm hoping to fucking God there is someone that is a smartass in the chat that is ready to get destroyed. But I don't think nobody has the balls to do it.
Damn.
And there's been tons of fucking PC fans, and you know who you are. And I challenge you right now to say anything. Because trust me, I've done the research, and I know you don't have the balls to do the research, because all the videos you've been making on me over the last fucking couple months has had nothing to do with what you guys said was going to happen. Now remember, it's been 5 years. And we're also talking to the PC fans, not only the fake PlayStation fans that kept telling us fucking lies. We're talking to PC fans. You guys know you don't buy those fucking games. And you know Sony ain't making no money on you. No money being made. No games, no new games being made. So, a waste of time? I would say so.
I agree with you, man. You made a great point. It's these fools' fault for what we are now. Not everybody, but the ones that are fake fans.
Yeah, a lot of PlayStation dudes 5 years ago, they kept trying to say, Jay, calm down, don't worry about it. Look at look down
they want
the road,
you to be they want you to be complicit, Jay. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years later, and I can say I told you so. A lot of these guys have to hide under the fucking cover of night because they know they were wrong. So I'd rather be the guy saying I told you so than the person that has to hide their face. Yeah, I don't have to do it. They do. I don't. Read some of these comments. I see you, Lorenzo, down there. You're saying Plus has been complete ass in those 5 years. Yeah, there's been times where Plus has had a game here or there that I don't own, and I'm like, oh man, I've been waiting to play that. But yeah, it's been ass. Lorenzo, you also said they even raised the price and removed features for Plus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. Like
this generation is it's been all about price raising, bro. I swear.
I know. I don't like it, man.
It's been about price raising. It hasn't given. Again, a lot of people said this whole strategy was going to benefit the PlayStation gamer. We have not gotten a lot of benefits in the last 5 years of this console generation. In my personal opinion, between PS1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th generation is the worst. We got bangers. Yeah, we got bangers. We got God of War Ragnarok. We got Horizon Forbidden West. We got, Death Stranding 2. We got some bangers. We got Gran Turismo 7.
They good.
Yeah, but Jay, these bangers are sparse though. That's the problem.
That's what I'm getting to. They're sparse. We don't get the bangers that we used to. That I'll tell you this. If I go to the first and second party section, and then I'll just show you what happens when I do this. So if I just go to the PS4 section, right? The PS4 games, they show me 24 games. So if I go to PS5 games only, 21. So this is the thing. If I take out Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster, which is a PS4 game. Let me see if I go to PS4, is Horizon gonna be over there? Horizon's not over there. Horizon is over there, but we gotta take Horizon off. So 24 games on PS4, 21 on PS5. So we take Horizon off because it's a remaster. That doesn't count. We also take The Last of Us Part 2 off because that's a remaster, and The Last of Us Part 1. Both of those would go to one would go to PS3 and the other one would go to PS4, which would be The Last of Us Part 2. Then when we go to, if we're being 100% honest, we can't count Spider-Man Remaster because, so let's just, out of 21, let's take Horizon Zero Dawn away. So that's 20. The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. That's 20 away, 19 away. That's 18 so far. Okay. The Last of Us Collection, you take that away. That's 17. Spider-Man Remaster, you take that away. That's 16. Let's see what else. Ghost of Tsushima, that's on the PS4. That's 15. You get where I'm going? Demon Souls. I love the game, platinum the game, but that's number 14 because that's a remake. right? That wasn't a new IP. That's a remake. If you want to really be real specific, so 15 away, 14 away, 13 away, 12. You got 12 games here. Because you take away God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Miles Morales, which were cross-platform. They're available on PS4. So then you got, I think about 12, 13 or 12 games for PS4, 5 that weren't available on PS4. Not a remaster. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. You want to be real? You want to be real specific? You take Gran Turismo 7 away. Wait. Gran Turismo 7 was only on PS5?
Nope, it's on PS4.
Take that away too. That's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Death Stranding is right here. That belongs to PS4. That's 10. So
it gets worse as you go down.
Yeah, I already took those away. So it's 10. So 11 games off of this list. And that's PS5. But when you go to PS4, a lot of these games are already over here. Like Last of Us Part 2 is over here already. But Last of Us Part 1's not over here. That makes sense because that's a remaster. That's a remake of the PS3 version. But Death Stranding should be over here. That would boost PS4. You get what I just want to. I'm gonna add the games that need to be over here. So let's
Jay,
go.
if you could see my PS5 versus PS4 physical collection I'm looking at right now, it's like depressing. By comparison, it's so depressing, and I've included third party.
I'll tell you what, man. I wish Sony just canceled it. Just canceled this plan of putting the games on PC because it's not doing us any good.
I wanted to. So I added 4. It was 4 over there that I didn't count that are not over here because I got the PS5 version. So if I add those over here, and those are native PS4 games when they first came out, that would add 4 additional games to PS4. So that would be 24 games on PS4. They're native. And you can take off Gran Turismo 7 because it's both platforms.
Did you include the cavalcade of a lot of the good stuff that Studio Japan did?
No. I'm just counting the games that I currently own in this folder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I own a lot of the Studio Japan stuff.
That will be 27 for PS. That's 27 for PS4, and that's 10 for PS5. Do you guys understand that we got less now?
Yes.
I felt that we got less.
Chat. I know you guys in the panel understand. I'm talking to the chat.
Oh,
Brian, I'm not talking to you. I know that you know. I'm talking to the chat. Do you guys now understand what I was saying the whole fucking time? Do you understand now? We got less. We got less. I told y'all. Hello. Yeah. I was about to say I told a lot of dumbasses. I'm not gonna fucking shy away from that. I told a lot of dumbasses, I was like, bro, we're gonna get less, bro. Why do you want these games to go to PC? We're gonna get less. They're not gonna buy these games. They're pirates. We're gonna get less. No, bro. Like, the money. We're gonna get so much revenue. They're gonna make a lot of games. Again, for my folder, just for the games you're seeing, just for this folder that I created, when you split them up, just on what they're telling me, there's 21 for PS5 and there's 24. But if you take out all the remasters and games that are on the PS4 as well, it goes all the way down to 10. And remakes as well. I didn't say remakes. I said remasters, remakes, and games that are also on PS4. You take all those away, it's 10 games for PS5 in my folder. And I pretty much picked up almost all PlayStation first party and second party exclusive, right? So you go and boost the PS4 section with some of those native games that are on that other section. That boosted up to 27. It would have been 28, but I forgot that Gran Turismo was over here. So that's 27 games in my folder versus 10. So we got fucking 10 games in the last 5 years that are like true PlayStation 5 exclusives. But again, of course, they've also made an appearance on PC. But because of that fact, they could not focus on production of pumping out the games like they used to.
Ken, I only remember the first 5 or so, maybe, because I got Ratchet, I got Demon Souls, and maybe 1 or 2 others like Miles Morales.
And if I would have put other games here, because you guys already know I have a lot more games than this, but these were the ones that I found when I made this folder. This is not all the PS4 exclusives. I want you guys to be understand this. You know, when it came to Knack, I have Knack 1 and 2. That boosts that to 28 just there. You get where I'm going with this? Like, if I want to really boost that shit, I can boost that shit on PS4. PS4 had a lot of bangers. Like, these are 2 different games by themselves. That's 29. You get how easy that shit is? I mean, wow. Like, we were eating good for the PS4. For the only on PlayStation era. The last generation of the only on PlayStation era. They got rid of that shit. You, as a PlayStation console gamer, you're not eating good anymore. I tried to help you guys. I know this is going to sound cynical, but give you guys free will. So you could learn a fucking lesson. So I didn't force it on you. I just said, hey, man, look at these guys. They're begging for our games. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I have evidence that I've been against it forever. Next year marked 10 fucking years that I was against this shit. 10 years. There's a video that is going to be 10 years next year of me being against PC fans begging for our games. A lot of other people, they just woke up. I don't care what their names are. I don't care if they're a part of the PlayStation community. Fuck them. If they cared enough, they would have spoke up years ago. Not when shit's really getting bad. Everyone has a responsibility to not allow this to get worse. If you see people that are not identified as a PlayStation console gamer randomly on the internet port begging, stop them. Whoever they're port begging in the direction of, let that developer or that studio, let them know that they're on the bullshit. They're not going to buy your game. Remember, these people are old and out of touch and don't even know the console war exists. They will end up wasting time and resources putting games on a platform that is ungrateful. Facts are facts, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 5 years of proof to prove that I was always right.
They're listening to journalists too and dumb people in the tech industry.
There you go. Because
see, they don't freaking play games.
They desperately wanted Sony to follow in the footsteps of fucking Xbox because they knew it was going to damage them. And then they can make articles about, oh, this is not good. This isn't doing good. Their games are.
But they've been making. But the funny thing is, though, they've been making articles like that. Though that's what's funny.
Yeah, but they were the ones that made the articles to say they should do this. So now they're benefiting from both sides. They said, hey, you should put your games on PC. Now they're saying, well, you're not doing so good on PC.
No shit.
So what Warlock is saying, why would you listen to those journalists in the first place, Sony?
Because Sony doesn't know who they're listening to. That's the problem.
Problem is those journalists influence the people who own their stock, and they're the ones that are telling them to do it.
I believe you're right, but now the stock
and they want
is
gains. Those guys always want gains at all costs. Those guys want gains at all costs. I know this from playing the stock market.
Oh yeah, they want gains. Man, maybe they will get gains from all this. Who knows? I mean, you could tell us more than I can, but the gamers aren't happy. And if the gamers aren't happy, they're not spending. And if they're not spending, I would assume.
Well, the craziest
that
thing is they wanted gains, but their short-term thinking is going to cost them gains because eventually those people will stop spending on that platform, because they buy the games and then they play their Fortnite when they're not playing those games. They play a lot of Fortnite and spend money.
PC.
Mm-hmm.
You put your games on PC, they don't really care. It's the first weekend or the first week, and then they're gone. Like, once they mess around with those concurrent numbers, because they purposely mess around with those concurrent numbers. They did it for Power World, and they did it for Helldivers. Prove me wrong.
Sony should know.
They messed around with those concurrent numbers so that they could be on the front page news. So they could say, hey, look at my platform. But PC fans don't always come together when real good games come out. They do not always do that.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, they mess around with those concurrents so they can be a part of the front page Monday news. But after that, they're like, oh, okay, everybody, we did our job.
Someone in the chat says, someone in the chat spoke facts, though. He says, some of these investors are going to be mad.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be mad. And all I can do is sit back and say, hey, I told you so. I told you.
Yep.
It's fun. It's funny. It's funny knowing that you put money into something and you ask for something and you don't even do any research to see if this might not work. And in fact, no. More likely, it will not work.
It's like when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2 popped off, and then every game developer wanted to make a shooting game. It's like when Fortnite first came out and popped off, and everybody wanted to make a battle royale. They're just
a lot of investors only want one thing.
Didn't Medal of Honor come out before Call of Duty though?
In America, all they want is short-term games.
But Call of Duty popped off.
Different.
I know.
Yeah. Medal of Honor was before Call of Duty, but no one cares because Call of Duty was the hot shit, and it popped off. And yeah, people don't. Casual gamers don't give two fucks or respect gaming history, so no, they don't know. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Medal of Honor was before Call of Duty. I remember the last one.
It's sad because Medal of Honor was actually better. Like but
the majority is gonna tell you you're wrong because they didn't buy the game, so they wouldn't know. Just like the majority of people kept saying Battlefield was bad for the last almost 20 years now, because they kept buying Call of Duty and not Battlefield. Now Call of Duty is so bad that they are looking at Battlefield with drool coming down their fucking their jaw, and they're like, wow, yeah, I guess I'm getting Battlefield this year. Like, Call of Duty had to get this bad for you to finally give Battlefield a chance.
It's kind of sad and pathetic, like, for real.
Yeah, we I can only ask you guys politely. I'm also gonna say, if my tone is disrespectful to you, I don't care. Like, you've ruined gaming for me by listening to the wrong people for years, by worshiping the wrong YouTubers for years, by listening to trolls for years. I was very polite and respectful to you for a multitude of years. Right now, I don't care. We're not getting first-party exclusives. We're getting 2 fucking games a fucking year. We got 2 games this fucking year. We got Death Stranding 2 as a banger. I'm skipping Ghost of Yotei for my own personal reasons. Before the Charlie Kirk assassination. But wow.
Oh, I was hearing in the roundtable about. Did you hear about that?
Don't say
with
it.
Those guys.
Yeah, I don't want to. We're gonna talk about that after the show.
Oh my god.
Let's keep it on topic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We just I know what they said, and I already heard a little bit of what they may been talking about. I'm not gonna repeat that because
we don't need to repeat
do not
it
agree with what they said.
No, we can't talk about that on air because, quite frankly,
no, we can. It's just I do not agree with that, and I don't even want anybody to try to clip or twist my words and make it seem nope. What happened to Charlie Kirk should not have happened. People should not have been hurt by his words. People say horrible things about me and to me all the time, and violence is not my first response ever. So
That's the correct
I
response.
do not understand. I do not
Exactly.
understand why someone was so
Solid.
sensitive, or a group of people were so sensitive about what Charlie Kirk was saying.
Because they're
No, 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 no,
evil
no, no, no,
minded.
no, no. It's figuratively. I'm not looking for a response. But nobody should have
I'm
been
not.
hurt by his
You know, it's
words
in
to
general.
take action like that. We're gonna move on from this section.
Yeah.
But yeah,
By the way,
it's
by the way,
illusion.
Jay. By the way, Jay, was that your dog in the background?
No, it's a dog that is in the next yard, and it wants to make an appearance in the podcast.
Because I can hear that dog loud.
Maybe it's a naughty dog. Maybe it's a naughty dog. Have you ever...
It's not a naughty dog.
We got dogs over here too.
Long
But yeah,
story
Sony's in a
short,
bad
guys, I
position
just
because
want to
of
say,
listening
man,
to dumb people.
I think that if there's veterans in the community, listen to them. I'm not gonna say I'm going anywhere. I'm here. I'm gaming. We're talking and stuff. We cool. But I think that the next time somebody of my stature, and it's not a lot of us in this community that've been around for as long as I have, if they're telling you, hey, these PC people, you shouldn't trust them, maybe you listen to them. Maybe you say, yeah, man, you're fucking trolling us. You're going to hurt our fucking community. You're going to trick this company into wasting money and time where they could have focused it on us, which is what I thought you guys wanted. I thought you wanted Sony to focus on you. I thought you wanted Sony first-party exclusive bangers. What the fuck happened to you guys? You like not having more than 2 fucking exclusives a year? That's what we're about now?
They're listening to the wrong
it's
people.
confusing as fuck to me, man. It's confusing as fuck to me, because I could have swore you guys, like, you were better than that. For 5 years, you got tricked. And I say 5 years because a lot of you guys just woke up this year. PC fans infiltrated the PlayStation community, controlled the mind of Sony, tricked them into getting 20 plus games in 5 years, canceled 8 games, closed down 6 studios. It's crazy. 1 second.
They're not
You
as big
guys
as
can
they
talk.
think they are.
I got some business to deal with.
Okay.
Did you know that they're not as big as they think they are? The PC people. They, if you didn't know, back in the 90s, their so-called like Doom franchises or Fallout were like mostly pirated. Like their sales are really bad when you actually look into history. They only got good sales when they had Steam sales way later, 10 years plus later, when it was added to Steam in most of those games' cases. Like when the original Fallout came out, it only sold 100,000 copies. And Xenogears was clowned for being a niche game, but it sold 1 million on PlayStation. Most of that was in America too, because it was only in America and Japan. So that's the craziest thing is Fallout, their quote unquote biggest thing back in the 90s, was like super niche, even on PC. It was like super niche. It was like 100,000 copies and then that was it. And then it didn't sell anything until years later. If you didn't know, PC guys lie about how much their franchises have impact. Outside of the Warcrafts and such and the RTSs, most PC games have sold like dirt. Like, just that's the reality. Especially because of piracy. It's mostly because of piracy. Piracy has been rampant ever since the early days of PC. It's been really rampant. The only reason Doom even got to a decent number is because of they had a shareware thing where you could take a floppy disk and share it, quote unquote, with other people, and then you could optionally pay for it back in the day. But that was the only way your game got out there on PC back in the day, was sharing floppy disks with shareware, basically. And Steam is just the extension of that, because PC has always been about piracy and trying to get shit for cheap. And they're just trying to extend that to console. That's all it is. And this is coming from a guy who's got a lot of experience with PC on the other side. basically, and I've gone in deep on this shit, and they're full of shit always. They're talking about how it's cheaper than a console. It was only cheaper than a console during the 360 era for a brief period of time. History of PC always been more expensive by like tenfold. Always. It's never been cheap.
It never
They
has.
always lie.
Mm-hmm.
That
Facts.
shit is 100% ridiculous.
PC is way too expensive.
Yeah, and it's gone back to its old prices. I remember back in the day when I was a kid that PCs, like my dad had one, and it was not even a good PC. It was like $2,000, and it was not even a good PC. We could barely run like Lego Island and stuff. Like that just puts in perspective. Like Lego Island 2 was a common game back then on PC, but guess what? The PS1 version was identical, and it did not cost like $2,000 to run.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the hell?
These video cards gone too much. They gone way too much. I can't even pay for them. Or like the ones that run the games good. Like they can't. Like when it goes to like $2,000 or $1,000, I couldn't afford that.
No, man. I literally been waiting around for some sort of budget thing so I could fit in my existing whatever, and that was it. Like I was not gonna spend that. It's like,
When I got
and the
my
big boy,
PS4,
I don't even play except for like occasionally, like something like Stellar Blade on PC. Like it's rare, and most of the time, the best optimized titles are stuff like Stellar Blade, and that's a rare exception.
facts.
It's a rare exception. Most stuff on PC is a fucking mess.
When I have gotten to my PlayStation 4, it was good. I had exclusives. Price wasn't so high.
And believe me, I don't upgrade often. I upgrade once every 10 years usually because of how bad it is on price.
PC is out of control when these prices though.
It's completely out of control.
Like
it's not worth the rat race.
My PC I got right now, I built this thing ever since 2020. Ever since
that's where I got mine. The only thing is the graphics card. I couldn't get a replacement for my 2016 one, so I just sat on it.
Yeah, because these prices these days, the PC, the processor markets, like this is where consoles is way better than PC. Period.
Yep. Okay, just for flat gaming, it's way freaking better.
Welcome back, brother.
What was y'all talking about?
You good, bro?
You good, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jay's good, man.
It's like, you know, sometimes I might have to do something in the background. Obviously, I don't want to derail the stream by having my mic on and shit. And just
you're good.
Shit. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Jay, I just dropped some knowledge regarding how PC sales have been shit over the decades, basically, like how Fallout did only 100,000 back on the PC in the 90s, but Xenogears did 1 million in the same year. They were released like 2 weeks from each other.
There was something else that I want to say. I don't know how
that game is niche.
I am, but when Tomb Raider came out, I only knew it for being on PlayStation. I was a casual gamer back then. And the same thing with Final Fantasy VII. I only knew it as a PlayStation game. Did those games sell good on PC back then?
Ha! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
So. That's what I thought.
No fucking way.
That's what I thought.
Dude, Fallout, big. I just mentioned how Fallout, their big quote unquote game, sold like 100K versus Xenogears selling 1 million. And Fallout, I pissed off Fatal over in the other Discord when I told him that. And he's like, no, it's not true. And I'm like, dude, the numbers are from ChatGPT right here. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
The numbers are right there.
Me personally, I don't understand why so many years later they're begging for games that they didn't buy when they originally had them back in the day when they were first created. That's what's really weird. Okay, so they had Final Fantasy VII day one, or I would assume
no, 1 year.
1 year later, and that was PS1.
Yeah, PS1 to PC.
Okay,
1 year later.
So 1 year later, and then they didn't support it back then. Then the remakes come out, and then they're begging all over the internet for the games, and then they get them and they don't buy them.
Yep. Pretty much.
Can't make this shit up.
I don't know why Square keeps doing that. They don't listen to their shareholders begging for Xenogears remaster. I don't understand.
There you go. Like, where is Xenoblade? Where is
Xenogears gone?
Xenogears. Where is Grandia 3? Why haven't you made a remaster of Grandia 3 or a collection of Grandia games or remake to the all 3 Grandia games? Nope, nothing. Radiata Stories, which I don't fully own that one. Yeah, I don't even about Radiata, but I don't know if
there's no rights issues for Radia.
Huh?
There's a rights issues for
there you go.
For Grandia.
Oh my god! If Square Enix was financially competent back then, they would have owned their own shit.
You know what's crazy is EA owns the rights to Xenogears from PS1 still, if I remember correctly, which is really weird. I don't know why it's not on a modern platform.
It makes absolutely no sense that they didn't own their own shit, and that you got legal problems going on right now. Oh, by the way, did you catch any of the new gameplay for what was that damn game? Monster Hunter Stories 3? Did you catch any of that?
I did.
Warlock.
Oh, did I see new one? No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
I was just I was working. Oh, you talk about in the direct. I was the one who pointed you to it.
Oh yeah. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Looks cool. I'm still I just booted up at work today the Trails in the Sky thing on my Switch. Oh, so I'm having a blast. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking about the Monster Hunter right now. I literally had my hands full.
I know.
Like, bro, I ordered it twice. Limited Run has failed to deliver the PS5 version with the Steelbook I wanted, so I'm using the Switch version.
So do they have a new ETA on when you guys are gonna get it?
For the Europeans, like Overdone, he gets his from their side, not Limited Run, in like a week or two. But
what?
But
what went on? Did they run out of money for their budget after they made the game? Did they just run out of money?
No, this is a manufacturing issue.
But what about the marketing? There was no marketing for that game, bro.
Are you talking about from the game side or from the physical version? Because the physical version...
I'm talking about the entire game. There was no marketing for Trails in the Sky outside of that demo. There was no marketing. Day one reviews only went to 9.
The games are marketed by the Japanese RPG community, if you didn't know.
No.
Those Trails games?
I know.
They are held up by our community.
I understand that, right? But that's not a lot of people. We're talking about commercials. You get what I'm saying?
I know.
Me, you, Truity, we know RPGs. We know JRPGs. It's in our blood. We love them. We buy them. We play them. We complete them. We know this. But we're talking about people outside of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, JRPGs aren't niche anymore and should not be treated as such. So if you're making the game, I understand the fans are going to do what fans do, but what the fuck? Heavily only relying on the fans? Only relying on the fans?
I have no idea when it comes to gung ho.
That's batshit crazy, bro. It was so backwards. Bro, PlayStation dropped a trailer. Thank God they did. But it only got 17,000 views by the time I took a look at it, which was the day after the game dropped. I'm looking at that like, bro, I'm not saying that people think the game's bad or they're not excited about it, but it was almost, I'm going to put it out there. There was no interest in the game outside of the people that are hardcore fans. 17,000 views.
What's interesting is Trails has been in a downward spiral because they have a ongoing story that started with this game, but this game has not been released on modern platforms. So it's been affecting all the entries up to this point because the fans are like, well, you can't start with insert game here because it's like the 13th or 12th or 11th or 10th entry. And they've created their own issue. Even in Japan, this is an issue. The game was not re-released properly. So this remake was necessary. It's like a reset for their company. So every fan in Japan and the United States can say, hey, you can start with this one. It's like a big issue. Like Yakuza had the same problem before Yakuza 0 came out and reset the timeline.
Mhm.
So that was the issue Yakuza had too. And Yakuza 0 took off and everyone was able to go back and just play like Kiwami 1, Kiwami
It's
2,
still their
3,
fault. And
4,
I don't
5, yeah.
I don't know, like, I talked to Truity about this off camera, and I was like, man, you know, yeah, Nintendo fans buy this game a lot, but they needed to pick either Nintendo or PlayStation to market this game because or make the game exclusive for a certain amount of time, because even that would have been better marketing than what they're doing, what they just did, because it was non-existent. It was
Like
absolutely
Final Fantasy.
non-existent. Like,
They
Final
never
Fantasy
market their
VII.
games.
it's
Ever.
bro, that's not cool, bro. It's like, yeah, the fans are gonna do what fans do, but there's not, bro, like, no one's talking about the game, bro. And it's a great game. It should
Bruh.
be talked about. It's a great game. The demo is probably one of my
Yeah.
favorite demos since I touched
Bro, they
Digimon
never,
recently.
they
Believe
never,
me, I'm
they never
trying in
marketed it.
person. That's why I
They,
brought it to
they,
work.
the fact that
And the
Larry,
guys were asking
there
about
was
it.
no, pre-order, there was no pre-order information, nothing.
It's sitting at 91 and no one fucking knows his name. Do you understand how crazy that is? And to prove my point, it now only has 11 reviews.
That's
Bro,
bad.
you can't tell me they didn't market the shit. 11 fucking reviews is sitting at 91. That's great, but only 11 people reviewed the game?
And
That's
bro,
because
we
the
couldn't even,
majority of the reviewers
couldn't
actually
even-
don't
Jay,
play.
Jay,
I don't
Jay,
know
we-
what's going on in Japan. I love Japan. I have great respect for Japan and their culture and everything that's going on. What
we
used to
couldn't, we
go
could,
on,
we
but
could, bro,
I-
we couldn't even pre-order the game. We couldn't even pre-order.
yeah,
the
we
game.
couldn't even pre-order the game, bro. Me and True really wanted to drop money once, bro.
That's Gung Ho fucking up.
What?
They're the publisher. Gung
They're
Ho
ass.
is the publisher.
They're fucking
Yeah, they
ass.
are.
They need to be
Oh,
fucking
Gung-Ho's
fired.
Chinese.
They're ass.
Gung-Ho's Chinese. Gung-Ho's Chinese. Oh my goodness.
What are they messing with a Japanese game? You know what? That's why I said they could have went with either Nintendo or PlayStation. I might have not
Bro.
gotten a chance to play the game if they would have did an exclusive contract, but at least somebody would have marketed the game. Because, and this is why I say exclusives are necessary. If they, again, in a fictional reality, if they would have partnered up with Sony for an exclusive of this game, Sony would have took it upon themselves to market the shit out of it. But
It's
they
weird
they
that
wanted
the
to do
light-
multi-platform bullshit, and no one
Falcom
fucking
is
marketed
broke.
it.
If you didn't know, Falcom is broke
Oh, I know.
themselves. So they go to everyone else like NIS or Xseed or in this case Gung Ho, because now they're not working with Xseed anymore. They work with NIS and Gung Ho basically. But at least the game got made and their bills are covered. That's the way they view it because they didn't make it for a lot of money. Remember, their engine is very flexible and reusable, much like the Yakuza engine. That's the Trails Through Daybreak engine they're using for this
Listen,
remake.
man, everything you're saying, it's awesome, but more people needed to know about this game the traditional way.
I agree.
And
It's a great game.
They failed. They failed. I think I'm picking it up tomorrow when my check clears tomorrow. So I was gonna pick it up on the day it dropped, but I was like, fuck it. Like, I couldn't even fucking pre-order it. And I had my money ready for weeks, bro. Just waiting every day, waiting. Like, is it? Can I pre-order it now? Nope.
It's weird.
Bro, it released like an indie game. No pre-orders. You can barely find it on the store. You had to search it by name. It's not on the front page. It's like.
Yeah, Sony wasn't putting it on the front page, that's for sure. It was on the front page in Nintendo, and if you don't know, on Nintendo, it is the second highest selling in the Switch eShop right now. So, yep, the second highest behind, I think, not Donkey Kong. What was the other one? I gotta find the page again. I saw the page earlier, and I was like, oh, that's nice. It's good to see, at least over on Nintendo, because I think they marketed it with them, so I guess that makes sense.
They should have just gave them the exclusivity rights. It would have been
Yeah, like I could have passed.
Yeah, they should like why release it on PlayStation if like I'm just being honest. Yeah, I would have missed out on the game, but goddamn, bro. Like
They released it on there
whatever's
and
best
PC
for the survival of the
because
series is what you need to do.
the series has survived thanks to the help of those two platforms. Nintendo is just their newest moneymaker because of the Switch, basically giving so many sales for the Switch One.
And the funniest thing, you can see on my screen, the funniest thing, there's not a single review for the Switch or Switch 2. Now, everything you're saying is true, but no one reviewed it on Switch 1 or 2. There's 8 reviews for PC version, and there are 11 reviews for the PS5 version. PC is sitting at an 88, and PS5 is sitting at a 91.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they didn't get out the codes on time. I noticed that, what I've heard.
Again, dumbass.
I don't understand. It's like weird.
It's
Why did they not do
almost
that?
as if you wanted your game to die. And that is a great game. That demo, I said day one so many times and I could not honor it because you can't pre-order it. And you can't buy it at midnight.
Yep, I was able to pick it up, put that Switch cartridge right in my Switch 2 and immediately start playing. It was great.
Yeah.
Brought it to work that night when we were last on. I think it was right after the podcast.
Wait up.
Was like
did you get
a
it
few
the
days
day
after
it came out, or did you pre-order it on Switch?
I got it the day it came out, pre-ordered because Amazon actually delivered on time.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're talking about physical. I'm talking about digital.
Yeah, you can, no. You can pre-order physical on PlayStation.
It would have been you could have pre-ordered physical on PlayStation, but it would have been much. Again, they fucking their own money up. It's not just about JTech and his inability to pick it up the day it came out. No, JTech was ready to give them his money for a long time.
I don't know why they didn't do that on the digital.
Yeah,
like the physical version was easy.
A stupid decision on their part. They lost. I know they lost a lot of money because not only is their game lost in the sauce of other games, their game is lost in the sauce of just anything and everything going on right now. From rumors and news, from things that are happening in politics to murder cases with the David situation to the Tokyo Game Show coming out and whatever's going on with Capcom and how they're showing off different games. It's lost in the sauce and it shouldn't be because it is a great game, bro. Like, what the fuck? This game should have had a fucking chance. It feels like they just put this shit out here to die. Man, it makes no fuck. I can't even fathom this shit, man. It's stupid as shit. I've never seen shit like this before. I mean, I've seen shit like this before, but not in a game of that level of quality that I experienced. Whew.
You know, if I was the CEO, I've been gonna make that game exclusive and support it with the better advertisement.
Yeah,
and
whoever would have been able to make that game shine enough to get even more people.
It's just
I don't know why Nintendo's not
people,
doing that.
It's just some people in the company just don't.
I feel like if Nintendo was already going to get automatic sales for this game, like you're saying, then they should have went with Sony. You should always go with the person that, you know, maybe needs a little bit more help to get your game recognized inside that community. The weirdest thing about this is this game started on PlayStation.
The problem is Japan. It has to hit Switch because of Japan.
Oh, that I don't care. But if it was going to hit Switch, then why and do good on Switch? Why did they need to market it?
It has to hit Switch because that's literally where the audience is over there for the Trails fan base at this point.
So
because of what happened.
Why put it on PlayStation then?
Probably obligation at this point because they've been putting the Trails of Cold Steel games on PS4 and all that stuff for ages. And they still get sales.
And the original Legend of Heroes started on PlayStation. This reminds me of Monster Hunter all over again. It's like Capcom owes PlayStation a great debt, right?
The problem is that they didn't make another handheld for Japan, and that's why I'm hoping that they really actually go through with this one that's rumored. Because that would actually be a huge boon for Japan.
I feel like it'll be a very similar situation to what we're talking about right now, where the handheld will do very, very good in Japan. and it will not do good over here. Like, I think that the PSP did really good in Japan. I don't think it
dominated.
I mean, it did good over here. Don't get me wrong. The PSP was advertised in so many movies and TV shows. It's not even funny. And I know a lot of people that actually did pick that shit up and really did like it. It was a good little piece of a powerful piece of technology, and I loved it. I loved it when they announced the Vita. I got that shit straight away. I would love Sony to do another handheld. I think that people, again, if we're going by Switch, they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do, because in Japan there's a huge demand. People are like, the PS5 is too expensive.
What would they do with a PlayStation handheld? Which I don't really talk about PlayStation handheld because it's real,
exactly what they're doing right now with the Switch.
Well, what I'm saying is, would they just do digital only, or would they make a cartridge? Because
Japan, I don't think cares about that.
No,
they don't.
I'm saying, what would PlayStation do if they made?
Good question. They're mostly leaning digital anyways at this point.
Yeah, I think that the handheld, my personal opinion, would just need to be digital only. People want one so bad anyway, just make it digital only. Call it a fucking day. Because when you have to make custom-made software for it, that's where it gets tricky. With the UMD, and it did go to cartridge with the Vita. And I think they did very well with it.
Oh yeah, the Vita cartridges were great, and people did buy them, especially in Japan. But the problem is that
people said that method was very expensive.
No, it was the memory cards, because Sony was hating about piracy over here in America. And piracy by the PC people.
Hey, that's so ironic.
Piracy for about
that
the PC
is
people.
So ironic.
They pirated the shit out of fucking PSP. Bro,
yes,
the things they did with the PSP should be
you know how ironic illegal. You know how ironic that is. You're worried about piracy, and then you put all your shit on PC.
Yeah, that is pretty stupid. Yeah, I know. I know. For all these generations, you worried about piracy, and now you just say, "Fuck it, let's give."
Why do you think Nintendo hasn't done it? They cracked down. I had people I was talking with in the stock Discord and stuff about Nintendo's policy, and I'm like, those policies are there because pirates exist, and they've been pirating on the Switch 1, and they've been cracking down to make sure the Switch 2 isn't pirated. And they're like, oh, but they could brick it. It's like, yeah, and that's if you're pirating. It's like, no shit. It's like, you shouldn't be going online if you're stealing shit. You really shouldn't.
Nope.
But the people who got their shit bricked were pirating recently on the Switch 2. They found a micro hack, and they immediately got banned when they got put on.
And took them to court. Yeah.
Yep.
And
gone with that shit.
And that's look, man, protect your investment. Sony, for some weird reason, they wanted to give the fuck up, or again, like you said, listen to their investors that were listening to fake trolls on the internet because they're old and they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. They need a millennial like me, or they need somebody from the Generation Z to go to the fucking studio and teach them what a troll is. They got trolled, bro. Hey, Warlock, do you remember when Sony got trolled to put that Morbius movie back in the fucking theaters because people...
Oh, that was hilarious.
People were saying it's Morbin time, and they thought that people liked the movie, but in reality, they were just fucking trolling them. And they put it back into multiple movies for a week in the United States and lost tons of money.
Bro, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen, bro.
Again, that shows you that there's a bunch of old, raggedy-ass people owning, that's in control of that company. And no one knows any of the important things you need to know about this internet for this day and age. Because they are so easily manipulated.
That are inside of this. They won't bring in any, hey, this is going to sell, or this is going to do well. They don't consult us. You know what they do? They go hit up their market research guys who don't know shit. And they only know about, this is what happened in the past.
Yeah, Babylon Falls sucked. Foam Stars sucked.
Nobody wanted that.
Avengers sucked. But outside, at the very end, Avengers finally did what they should have did day one. Even if everything else sucked with the story and shit, if they would have had those Marvel Cinematic outfits day one, people would have looked past the shortcomings of the game, and they would have gathered around it. The fact that they added those outfits at the very end is just stupid. They would have made so much money if they added that shit from the beginning. These companies are, bro, they make some dumbass decisions, bro.
I agree,
Like,
100%.
wow, they make some dumb decisions.
Dude.
You gotta give Nintendo credit because they did listen to the annoying people yelling about Mario RPG getting some sort of remaster or remake, and that game sold 6 million copies.
I mean, but not, bro. A lot of people in the gaming industry have been taking a lot of L's because they've been not doing anything. They've been doing the wrong thing. It's like they do purposely going out of their way to do the opposite thing. I don't get it. Hey.
I know one thing. I'm definitely buying that Dragon Quest one. That 7. That new game is great.
7, yeah. Ooh,
and it's like Square. I wish you just
they might make
would
8.
give me Xenogears too while you're at it.
Oh, that would be so dope if they made Dragon Quest 8 with the visual engine of what was it, Dragon Quest 11? That would have been dope. Like Dragon Quest 11's engine, but it's Dragon Quest 8. That would look great. That would look
Dragon
great.
Quest 11's in Unreal 4.
I know.
That's
that
crazy
looks
about
fucking
it.
great. And no performance problems. Flawless
Unreal 4 is
60
a good
frames.
engine, though.
No fucking dips.
Unreal 5 has issues. And that's why Stellar Blade is in Unreal 4.
Bro, Unreal 5 still has issues. That's what people need to talk about. Like, it's crazy that the engine's so fucked up that they can't fix it.
The reason it's fucked up is because they only test it with Fortnite. And Fortnite's a game easy to run. Because Epic is completely enveloped in the world of Fortnite in their mind.
And that's
all that matters. It's like Valve being completely enveloped in what was it? This Deadlock game is their new thing, but for a while it was just, hey, we got Dota and Dota 2 and whatever. They were completely enveloped in the world of Dota.
They want to make another proper Half-Life.
Exactly, because they're completely enveloped in this live service world of Defense Against the Ancients 2 or whatever, because the original Dota was a mode in Warcraft 3. But they're completely enveloped in this.
I played Half-Life 1 and 2, and I was hoping they would make a Half-Life 3, but nothing.
Yep, Valve is like, nope, we got a successful storefront. Fuck that. We're just making money.
That's a problem. That's low-key a problem.
Shout out to the people that went and watched that Digimon live stream gameplay. I did notice it was very low on views when I posted it because I went live at 6.
I missed that.
It boosted. No, there's a lot of people went back and watched it, and I really appreciate that.
I still have to go do that. I've been working.
Yeah, because normally like people won't they'll just watch a live stream. They won't go back. I've been doing this for a year. Big shout out to True Witty. I think for more than a year, just doing my own timestamps, trying to help you guys out find the good meat and potatoes. So Afro would say of these videos, these live streams. So
it's good to finally get the digital world in a Digimon game because it's been missing for a while.
So I wanted to show you guys this. So again, the only real reason why I'm not picking this up is, as much as I love Digimon, $70 isn't a deal breaker, but 60 frames per second not being here and you being very adamant about it's never getting it and it's only going to be 30 is a turnoff. I love Digimon. I think this demo has displayed what a Digimon game should be, but I feel like it's a slap in the face to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro gamers that you sit up here and say, and again, I'm glad Warlock is here to hear what I'm saying. Switch can't handle this at 60 and you're not getting it at 60 either. So that's exactly what the fuck happened.
It's not on Switch though.
This Digimon, the entire game, is not available on Switch.
That's right.
Are you fucking
Wait.
serious?
Yep. The lowest common denominator is the Series S.
Then what was the reason for them not doing 60?
I don't know. I wish I knew, to be honest. But
So you mean
it's a turn-based
Digimon
game.
isn't? Bro, that's gonna blow my mind. That's about to blow my fucking mind if this game's not available on Switch.
Then what the fuck?
It would make
But that
sense.
doesn't-
though.
I'm surprised
It would-
it's not
it
on the Switch 2 either, to be honest,
No,
because it should have been.
No, I know. I think we know why. Is the
Because of
the new
Pokemon.
Digimon story time traveler game on Nintendo Switch 1 or 2?
Are you talking about Time Stranger or what?
Because
Time Stranger is not.
Suggests it is being developed for Nintendo Switch 2, with listings appearing for the system in European production base database for 2020.
Be right back, guys.
I think what happened is that Nintendo did not give them developer
The
kits,
development kit.
which I know why that happened, because there's a Pokemon game coming out.
I'm sorry, Nintendo's a pain. That they do this all the
Okay,
time.
so the game's gonna come over, but it's like you said, it's not coming over on time. So, but if they would have made
Let's
the
be
game,
honest.
if they would have made the
We
game
don't
too
want the
good, it
competition.
wouldn't have been able to be on the Switch in the future anyway.
Mhm. Nope.
If they would have like said, "Hey, we're going all out and we're gonna make this 60," and there's no way they would have been able to put it on the Switch. They could have. They just would have.
Downgrade. They can always downgrade.
Maybe they don't have a
It's a
big
turn-based
enough team
game.
to do something like that. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a
It's a
turn-based.
turn-based game. Why the fuck is it stuck at 30?
Because
But
of animation.
I fucks with it though. The animation's great though. That's what's crazy about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like it breaks. If you didn't know, a lot of turn-based games, when you adjust the frame rate, you fuck with the animations. Like Trails, the only reason it works is because of they designed the animations around that for the Daybreak series, and that's it. And that's just because that engine is designed that way.
He's dead. Oh yeah, he had to die off that.
Hey, LJ, I'll be right back, bro.
Okay, man.
Finna find something to drink.
Pat him
But
on
yeah.
leveled up to level 7. But I
But yeah,
grew
you know
up
I'm
with-
getting it.
Yeah, I grew up with Digimon, so you already know how it is, man. Like this playing this demo. Oh my god, bro, this demo has been amazing. Like it's like going right back to the childhood, and I love that this early in the game there are so many Generation 1 monsters. You know, because I know I've missed a lot in Digimon lore and anime and stuff. It's really
And
cool
their
that they
voice.
have- The voices aren't the best, but they're not the worst. You know, they
But at
did
least
what
their
they could
voice.
do on the voice on the budget. But I do like that all Digimon they actually talk and they say their attacks and shit. I think that's pretty cool.
Where are we headed?
More than Pokemon does. Pokemon doesn't give you anything. There's no voice acting still
What do you mean?
in Pokemon.
What you mean for the monsters?
Don't
everything.
This is what I don't like Nintendo. They still have not no voice acting in Pokemon.
I want this Pokemon.
That's literally the Game Freak and Pokemon Company thing of just trying to maximize games over everything else.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, you go look at the Monolith Soft, and they're like, no, we have to have our voice acting. This is our lifeblood. The British voice acting is what made that game pop off in Xenoblade's case. That game popped off because of the British cast. So you have to have that.
He turned my fucking Agumon into a pixel Agumon. How the fuck you do that shit?
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. The dot effect. That's in the Cyber Sleuth games.
The what?
In Cyber Sleuth, there's when you basically pixelize them, it's called dot, basically. It's
Can
like
he not do any fucking attacks?
Yes, that's correct.
What
It
the
fucks with his.
fuck?
Yep. He cannot use his skills, if I remember correctly.
Man, that's taking a long time to fucking kill him. Are you trying to kill my fuck? Hold on, bro. You trying to kill my Agumon over this bitch? No. We're not doing that.
I'm back.
What can kill you? I hear you, Brian. I got you. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm overwhelmed because
I know
I
you're the
am
champ.
currently doing trails. I put basically Expedition 33 down basically permanently because Trails is here. At this point, it's like, dude, I didn't finish Expedition. I'm sorry. Trails is here. And then Digimon in the middle of October. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
This is way better than This is way better. Let me see what we got here. I still only got 60% of this dude. Trying to see if I can make any more eggs. Fuck it.
I just want to find out who Richard Ebtar is in the game. Because he's Myotismon in the original dub.
Oh, okay.
I want to see who he is. I want to see who he is in the game because I heard him in the trailer. He's also Bato in Ghost in the Shell in every incarnation ever to exist. Because he loves that character.
I wonder if anybody's ready to evolve. Oh, I remember he's ready to evolve, but if I evolve him, he's gonna evolve to somebody that I don't want him to evolve to right now. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, both of these guys are like, they're ready to evolve, but to people that I don't want them to evolve to. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I love the Digi Egg evolution animation is dope, and the Digimon evolution is dope too. They did a really, really good job. They went all out. That's, like they're having a strange promotional problem too in a way, but I feel like they promoted their game much better than the Trails in the Sky.
Oh, you want to know who promoted their game the worst? Square Enix. They
again.
promote their games the worst.
Who?
Square Enix. With a lot of their games, especially the 2021 and 2022 releases.
You talking about the small ones outside of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, right?
Yeah, Neo the World Ends With You is a fantastic game, 2021. They put it next to Tales of Arise, basically.
That was stupid.
It's like, it was like a half a month before it, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? But you know what it is? It was an obligation because Nomura said, I have to have this game made, because they forced him to direct the remake for Final Fantasy VII. So he's like, no, I want this too. And they're like, fine, we'll make your game, and then we're not going to market it because we don't want to see this game again. I think it was an obligation. The game's fantastic.
The one thing I think I'll never understand is the gaming industry. It's just so fucking crazy.
Oh, it's crazy, especially in Japan. The only reason Nier Automata got made was because of the guy who runs Dragon Quest is a good friend with Yoko Taro, and he basically went to bat for him on Nier Automata. And that game was never going to get made unless he did that. He went to bat for him for Nier and for Drakengard 3 and for Nier Automata, because Square themselves wanted nothing to do with that, with his games at all.
Oh, Square Enix, bro. Stop rolling.
But the guy who created Dragon Quest went to bat and said, nah, man, we're making your shit. Like, fuck the Square side, basically. We're making it. It's like, what's his name? The only reason Xenoblade exists is because of Satoru Iwata going to bat for the team at Monolith Soft when the rest of Nintendo wanted to cancel it and get rid of it back on the Wii. they saw nothing from it, especially the American side with Reggie and his group. They did not like that game. They didn't want it to exist. They didn't want to bring it over here. We had to basically fight for it to get even released over here when it had a European version. And then you fast forward some number of years later, and suddenly it's a big franchise with Nintendo. Shocker. The Japanese think long term, the Americans don't.
Me, you fucking bitch. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Motherfucking surprised the shit out of me.
I'm just surprised that Bandai went forward with finally making another one for Digimon, though, because for so long it was like MediaVision was basically like relegated to helping out with licensed stuff, and that was it.
I agree.
They were not allowed to make anything.
I didn't expect
it was
them
so
to
bad.
make a Digimon game or for it to look or play this good.
It was so bad that some of their developers that made the Wild Arms games left to make their own studio, as you know, with that game that Sony refused to publish.
Oh yeah, I know that game.
Another stupid
Aren't they
move.
struggling though?
Yes, they are struggling, and they're only being kept afloat by the JRPG community buying their other small game on Steam. That's it.
If they would have put that shit on PlayStation, I would have picked that shit up. Whatever the game is.
They have some small stuff basically that they've got. Like it's like how Bloodstained had that little micro like old style one,
I saw that
Curse
one,
the Moon or whatever. They did that to keep themselves afloat while getting their main game out, basically for Bloodstained. So same situation. But it's like this could have been prevented if Sony had just stepped up and not bought Bungie and just spent like a fraction of that, a fraction on making a Wild Arms game. And they would have won a lot of fan goodwill, but nope.
Well, Herman didn't give a fuck about fans or goodwill.
Nope, he doesn't. He cares about
PlayStation got scared of Microsoft buying up so much stuff, and actually panic bought these guys.
Yep, they panic bought instead of actually properly investing.
Mm-hmm.
They were so scared of losing that Call of Duty that they were like, man, we need something to replace this if it goes away.
To be honest, I think they should go back to focus on anime games too. Focus on anime games and their old games that they used to make.
Well, all those anime games are licensed under folks like Bandai, so that's a no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or
Bandai has a lot
about the old anime games, Brian, from PlayStation 2.
Yes, and also
don't
forget.
That's not happening. Remember, he was just talking about Grandia 3 and why it can't come back because of licensing. And that's the thing a lot of gamers don't understand. Like, you could have a license with a voice actor or a musician. A lot of older games had real life promotions. Like there was wasn't there one of the racing games like Dub Edition that had like a real Burger King restaurant in it, and it's just like some of the stuff you just can't bring back because of that. You know, everybody's got to want their money. So if they hear that you're making a remaster, they worked with you. They're gonna have their hands out. They're gonna see if you're using the same voice actor. If you are, that voice actor wants a job and see if he can update his voice. You know?
Yeah, Sony has this issue right now with Wild Arms 4 and 5. You can't bring them back because Xseed owns the license. Because Sony basically let them publish it because Sony didn't believe in Wild Arms 4 and 5 on the PS2 in America.
I remember that.
I have both of them. They're rare now as fuck.
Yeah. And again, Sony has this weird problem where they just don't believe in things that they made. Is the weirdest fucking thing. It's like they kill their own creations.
They didn't believe in it, and then it blew up without them. When Atlas published it over here.
I'll say one thing while we're on the subject. Just wanted to see if I can get any more kills up here. No, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna save my game. I'm gonna let these.
At this point, it's just sad to see what PlayStation is doing because they're not doing anything right now. They just, I believe Sony's they're just moving to move. They're like on what is it? Auto command or Automo or whatever automate
Autopilot.
Yeah, autopilot. Yeah.
What I'm looking for, yeah.
Yeah, some of the stuff on PS2 can't come back because of licensing. Like I'm looking at my copy of Magna Carta I got right here, Atlas published, but the developer is no longer exists as a developer. They exist only in the form of Shift Up, because all the developers who made the Magna Carta games went to Shift Up, basically, including the director.
Bro, it's a boy, and it's funny. Look you see this is the one thing I'm actually frustrated with Sony with. Look how well Stellar Blade did. Why haven't you picked them up?
That's a good question. Why didn't they?
They're gonna let they're gonna
They're so
they're gonna
focused on fucking Bungie,
they're,
they ain't
they're
care
gonna
about
they're,
anything else.
they're gonna sit. They're gonna sit.
Don't
and they're
forget
gonna
they
look at
purchased those
something else.
stupid live service studios
You know
too.
what? You know what, man? It really hurts me that Sony will never come back. Like, go back to what it used to be. It sucks though.
It sucks, but
Yeah,
it's a cautionary tale to don't listen to
great.
people that are not your real fans. People that are dressing up, pretending to be PlayStation fans. And I'm not talking about the ones that play PlayStation and do content creation. I'm talking about literal PC trolls. People that are completely faceless. They are real live trolls. They masquerade around the underbelly of comment sections pretending to be you. And they post comments that could be interpreted as the stance of all us, and they get things done. I don't know, it sounds spooky, but that shit happened. Like, that shit happened, and Sony listened to them, bro. Y'all need to understand how scary that shit is. I mean, you guys could have helped me stop them, but a lot of you guys didn't think it was important. You didn't think it was serious. You didn't think that it was any possibility that a PC troll could get their way.
Look what happened now.
Next time, I think y'all will take that shit seriously. And I think the next time y'all see a PC troll pretending to be you, you may tell that developer or that company, hey, man, don't listen to these guys. They don't buy games. You do shit like that for Xbox fans. You can do the same for a PC fan. Let the developer know they don't buy games. Simple. I mean, yes, they've learned their lesson. A lot of these developers have, and PlayStation has too, to the point that they are no longer going to cover the third-party or multi-platform sector in their financials. But we're waiting to see if they actually are going to do more. They told me my games were available. What's that mean? Say PlayStation Plus titles. Oh, it must have been these Legacy of Kain, Defiance, and stuff like that. Okay, I understand. Okay, I see what you're talking about. The Rogue Prince of Persia. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that, buddy. I didn't mind that other one, but not this one. This one kick rocks. Ubisoft lost their way too. I can only imagine what the fuck they're doing. They have been quiet for real.
Yeah, Ubisoft. They own that stupid license for Jade to Cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You did tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my collection here. I was trying to find my copy of Grandia for PS1. And I'm like, which guy owns that freaking thing back on PS1, because that was re-released, Grandia 1 and 2. But I don't think that company is the same company that owns 3, which 3 is owned by Square Enix for the licensing. So they would have to talk with Square Enix just to get it re-released, if Square Enix even wants to do it. It's like a whole litigious bunch of bullshit. And there's a bunch of stuff stuck on PS2 that you'll never see again because of licenses outside of a voice actor or whatever, like Ace Combat, the old Ace Combat games. You'll never see those again because of plain licenses. You'll never see
I
those.
wish
Even
more gamers would know why we don't see certain games. It's not always because of Sony. It might be legal reasons.
Yep, plain licenses in the case. It's like how Microsoft takes down every previous Forza game because of that, because they don't want to pay the license.
Oh yeah, that's obvious.
I'm guessing there got to be some licensing problem as to why we don't have Tekken 3 remastered or ported or in the classics or ever being seen ever again. Tekken 3 was so good, and I don't understand why they pretend like it never existed. That shit was so fucking good, bro.
Yep, they got 1 and 2, but where's 3? I don't know.
3 never shows up. We got 1 and 2 on PS3. Never gave us 3. And same thing with Jetmoto. Like, we got Jetmoto 1 and 2, but they never put 3 there.
I'm still looking at Capcom like, where the fuck is my Mega Man Legends? I have 2 sitting here on my shelf for PS1, and I'm wondering when the fuck I can actually sell this and make sure that I actually have a copy in the future.
Mega Man Legends.
Sure as heck, 2 in particular. The first game at least had an N64 copy as well.
Yeah, but we talking about they never brought that shit back for modern consoles ever.
Nope, they didn't, except for one time.
I beat that shit on PS1 years and years ago.
One time. PS3 on PS1 Classic section.
Really?
And you could play it on Vita as well. I beat, back in 2017 for funsies, Mega Man Legends 1 on my Vita. That was pretty fun.
That's dope.
But it's on PS1 Classics on PS3 and Vita.
Nice.
You have to have a PS3 or a Vita to basically find it.
Oh boy, gaming is so tricky, even though it doesn't have to be. It's like, I mean, it's very political in so many ways.
At least they're finally giving us the Star Force collection, but one step at a time, right, guys?
Star
Force.
Yeah.
Star Force.
Oh.
Are you talking about Mega Man Star Force or something else Star Force?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could care less. I didn't get that far. Like, I was deep in Battle Network. I think it was. I'm trying to think of it. I think it was Battle Network 2 that was on Game Boy Advance, and I was deep on that game, bro. I had not the instruction manual, the strategy guide. I had all the websites open on how to unlock bass, or get the bass. I dove deep on that game, bro. I really dove deep. It's so crazy. They never they brought it back like a remaster, but they never expanded on Battle Network. They could have. I don't know what was up with Mega Man. Like, they never really did a Mega Man Legends type, making them 3D ever again, and I think they did a great job. But maybe at that time they didn't see the revenue, or the reviews weren't the best.
It was the revenue. It really was.
Yeah,
because they didn't see as much sales as they would like.
Damn, bro.
Also, what's his name? Kenji Inafune was pissing them off. So they didn't want to do that project ever again.
I have a question.
Okay. Brian, what's up?
Y'all do karate?
No, Brian. No.
Out of nowhere.
Talk about some gaming. I thought you had a gaming.
Oh, I was about to say my friend do karate. He's good.
Yeah, he don't do that.
Remember, there was a 3 on DS that was being in development. You can find the trailer on YouTube for Mega Man Legends 3 for 3DS.
Yeah, I remember. Did it actually come out, or was I dreaming?
Nope.
Okay, I figured.
Nope. Capcom shit canned it.
Okay, yeah.
That was during Capcom's shit era.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You know what I miss, bro? It's gaming related.
Okay.
I miss times when I first got my PS3. I used to be so excited, man. I got Gran Turismo. I got Resistance. I miss those days.
Okay, man. As I said, man, Resistance may never come back.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
It is like Sony. I'm not surprised with Sony. I know they're cutthroat, and I think that we've talked about this subject enough. Let's segue into what it really means. Ghost of Yotei. Let's talk about Ghost of Yotei, right? And I want to put up a graphic when we talk about that, because Ghost of Yotei is under fire. Well, I don't think I gotta put up a graphic. Luckily, all of the hate and shit is up here. Yeah, it's a lot of people that don't like Ghost of Yotei. A lot. And I'm not talking about a lot. I'm talking about like millions of people. There's a lot of boycotts because the developer, one of the developers that no longer works there, said something about Charlie Kirk after he got assassinated. They digged up some quotes from the voice actress as well as the face model actress to confirm that she was a part of Antifa, which the president has now said is a terrorist organization. And I quote, "Me and my wife are both members of Antifa." Again, that was like years ago, or whatever. And again, I feel like at a certain point, as a PlayStation gamer myself, I'm not talking about you guys. This is my stance, not your stance. I know a lot of you guys are going to pick the game up regardless, no matter what you hear, no matter what you see. At a certain point, myself, I have to say, man, I didn't pick this game up because of this reason. And I didn't pick this game up. If I pick this game up, I'm going to become a hypocrite of what I stand for, right? And that is my reason. I already knew I wasn't going to pick the game up. I made the decision months ago that I was not going to pick the game up. But when all of this other stuff is going on, we have to understand that Sucker Punch isn't the biggest of studios, and they received enough L's for Sony to discontinue certain series that they worked on. Let me explain. We don't get Infamous games anymore. We don't get Sly Cooper games anymore. Last time we saw anything related to Infamous or Sly Cooper was celebrated within Astrobot. They're archived now.
And before that, not much, because I remember buying Sly on the PS3, and that was it with another developer.
Yeah, they didn't have anything on PS4, but Infamous. Last time we saw Infamous was in the early days of the PS4, and after that, nope, no more mention of Infamous ever again. If Ghost was not successful, Sony would have never gave them a new studio, and they would have closed down the studio at the time. But Ghost was successful, so they supposedly got a movie deal, and then they got a brand new studio, and then they easily got the sequel greenlit. I don't think that Sony even knew all that they were going to do with this game, and it's a lot of things I don't know, because I am a gamer like you, and I don't have access to play the game. I don't know what the story is. You don't either. But a growing trend in games that come from developers that are from California, and we know what that trend is, and if you don't know, I can't spell it out for you. Just know I'm going to be in the corner. I'm going to pop out and say, I told you so. I've been right a lot this year. I've been saying I told you so a lot this year, but I'm not going to stop you from buying the game. The next time, maybe I'm going to be more vocal, but I think with a PlayStation exclusive, and we've had a good amount of L's with these games. Marathon, L, yes, Sony owns that studio.
Yep.
Concord, yes, Sony did go out their way and acquire that studio. Those are L's. You know, for us, L's. Big, major L's, to the point that they said, fuck this shit, let's close it down. Only reason why Marathon is still attempting to come out is because it's connected to Bungie. Bungie's been losing Sony a lot of money lately, too. We don't know what love interests are going to be in this game. We don't know if they're going to be straight or not. We don't know a lot of things. I think they want it that way, not for mystery, but because they don't want any more scandal. There's so much scandal around Ghost of Yotei. It's not even fucking funny.
I don't think that can be helped if it's already in there.
Say that again?
I don't think that can be helped if it's already in there.
Yeah. But that would cause a scandal once people know it. And I'm not saying know it before the game comes out. I'm saying that when the game releases and somebody reveals that aspect is in there, it's going to kill sales for people that are on PlayStation that still have not made their mind to pick it up. It may turn them off. That's one of the reasons why I don't think that we're going to get that much information. Now, this game is going to the Tokyo Game Show. It's going to be playable on stage, on the show floor, along with the new Marvel fighting game from PlayStation. That's it. That's all PlayStation has. I wish I was lying to you, but I really, really want to like say that I'm lying to you, but I'm not. Like I Googled it 5 times today, and they said all that Sony is bringing to their show floor is Ghost of Yotei and Marvel Token Fighting Souls. That's all Sony has. Again,
this was
thank your people over at PC for not buying games. You guys put all your fucking hopes and dreams into these idiots that don't buy games. Sony is making no fucking money off of these guys, and they're wasting money, and they're wasting our fucking time.
If this was an alternate version of history, we would have Wild Arms there too. Instead of we have nothing.
Yeah. If we were in the Twilight Zone, we'd have a lot more. But we're in a reality where Sony got trolled by fucking PC fans. They got trolled good. And not a lot of you guys that claim to be PlayStation fans stood beside me and stopped this bullshit. You guys were like, no, I don't want to stand beside this guy. No, he's crazy. He's saying some crazy shit. Cool. Now you live in a reality where I was right and you were wrong. How's that shit feel?
Yep, and you get nothing.
You're getting nothing. 2 fucking games this year, and only 2 games at Tokyo Game Show. You know how crazy that is for Sony? Fuck. You gotta love it. Yeah. So I can't say that Ghost of Yotei has a woke story or a rainbow love interest. I can't say anything because I haven't played the game, and whoever has played the game has not disclosed any of that. And the parts of the game that they're probably going to be able to play at the Tokyo Game Show probably not going to show that. Now, there's one theory that I just thought about just right off the top of my head just now. I think that the preview, the game's already, this is not what I think. This is what I know. Content creators and game journalists have already confirmed they have access to the game. They have already been given review codes. Not everybody, but some key prominent people in the gaming industry. They have the review codes for Ghost of Yotei, and they're currently playing it. That could point to, first, a media blowout of previews coming out this week, or just they're going to do the reviews early. Now, the reason why I say that is because if I'm mistaken on this, let me know, just call me out on this. But I believe we only have 2 weeks until the game comes out. We got this new week coming up tomorrow, and then a week after that is the week that the game comes out on Friday. So you got 2 weeks until the game comes out. So let's say that they put out the review the week of the game. They could do that. Or they could put it out at the end of this week. They could do that. I don't know when they're going to do it.
Lie, I forgot that it was coming out on the 3rd.
Yeah. It's coming out
or on 2nd the 3rd. Or whatever. Or is it 2nd or 3rd?
It's the 3rd. I think it's the 3rd. I think it's Friday.
I forgot because I blanked the game out of my mind at this point because of the marketing, the anti-marketing, I should say.
So I think that it's a lot going on this week for Sony to have a state of play. I wanted to kind of like go over here and talk about that because I think it's very, very, very important for us to like kind of understand that it's a little difficult for Sony to have a state of play during the Tokyo Game Show and during a preview phase of Ghost of Yotei. That's a lot going on. Politically, there's still a lot of Charlie Kirk stuff going on. They had the memorial today. I don't know when the funeral is going to be, but I would assume it's going to be sometime this week, right? Probably by Friday, maybe Sunday of next week. I don't know, something like that. Every time anything happens with Charlie Kirk, it's going to like make people remember that there was somebody a part of Sucker Punch Studio that worked on Ghost of Yotei that did not like Charlie Kirk. And also the voice actress and face model, with her political stance, we could pretty much assume that she was not the biggest fan of Charlie Kirk as well, right? So now we got a potential state of play supposed to happen this week. Maybe a preview phase for Ghost of Yotei. Again, you got like 2 weeks until the game comes out. I feel like if they wanted to do a preview, it would have been last week, but there was a lot of stuff with Charlie Kirk. So they've done a few interviews, but very, very sparse. I feel like it's like that big burst of like that media blowout burst is supposed to be happening. But I feel like right now I just haven't seen it. That big media burst where like you just like, hey, this is like we gotta get this shit.
I think they just don't want to bring any more attention to the
That's what I was saying. I don't think they want to bring any more attention. I do want to say right here, there is a new CGI trailer. You know what that means, right? You know when they do a CGI trailer, they really love the game. Sony really is investing a lot in the game, right? And this is Ghost of Yotei, right? They only released 2 games this year, Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding 2. You can go take a look at it. I'm gonna cut down the music though, if you guys don't mind.
We live and we die.
Nah, we'll keep the music up. So this is the CGI trailer for Ghost of Yotei. Does it look any better or any worse? Not really. It looks pretty much the same. They are using parts of the story, but all of this is CGI. Some of the parts in the memory I look like it was gameplay. This part is all CGI as well. And this whole thing is supposed to be CGI. But some of that part right there kind of looked like it was supposed to be gameplay. I don't know. Does it look cool? Fuck yeah, it looks cool. I mean, they got this shit running in CGI right here. It's supposed to not look cool, but there's not much. You know, this is basically the follow-up of Ghost of Tsushima. I heard someone say this, that they could have just made it a big expansion and then continue.
They already did that, though.
Yeah, I know. They could have made another one. There's a lot of games with expansions. They could have made a fucking... Maybe, you know what? Maybe not do a expansion. Maybe just do like Miles Morales. Like, make a additional game to introduce a new character.
That's what I thought this was gonna be, though.
But it's weird to set this like 300-400 years in the future to the point that you're telling the gamers we're never going back to Gen. Like that was a big fucking letdown to people that got connected to that character. That's like doing that. Like we all know they wanted to kill Kratos on the last God of War. We know they wanted to. We know they wanted to. But someone with sense told them there's no way we're going to kill Kratos because no one will buy another God of War game ever again.
Same thing with Left 4 Dead.
I never played Ragnarok.
Yeah. And a lot of people was pissed when they killed Joel. Like, that's one thing you don't do. But if we're being honest, they killed Jin. by progressing time so far that there's no humanly way, it's not humanly possible for him to be around at this time period. Like, I can understand fast forwarding the year, time,
100%.
like 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, but 400 years in the future, it's kind of overkill.
Yeah, you're right. They definitely killed them all.
Like, they kind of like, do you really have to go that far in the fucking future, bro?
Because they disrespected him in a way. Because like, you don't even give that man a proper death as a
They're
summer.
gonna have something, you know, but it's just like, we know they're gonna have something.
No, but Jay, how could they have anything? He doesn't
They
exist
do a lot
anymore.
of Easter eggs for Sucker Punch. One thing I know is that Sucker Punch is gonna have some sort of reference to
Yeah, but not many
Jen
people,
or
are gonna dig that deep. So to find that out.
you're 100% right, but they're still gonna have it, and somebody's gonna be skilled enough to find that. They're gonna be legendary of a gamer enough to find that, and they're gonna post it on internet, and we're all gonna be able to see it. So it's going to happen. It's there, but it's not going to save the game. The fact of the matter is, they killed a character that we like, and they replaced that character with another character with which is the opposite gender. They did gender swap the main character of the Ghost games. And
it's funny because she also moves exactly the same as Ghost, which means they were actually still gonna make the game based off of him, and they just decided to gender swap him.
Yeah,
he moves exactly the same,
and she doesn't dress that. You would expect a female to dress a little bit more, you know, but because of obviously the story and the real life actress being on that side, they're like, nah, we don't have to really change this, or we got to change that. And I feel like at the end of the day, if you didn't have to change
buying it, it has a huge influence, like the character design. If your character design is not striking, people are not interested. That character design is kind of boring to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just play the other games that have character designs that are striking. Like, just go play a Trails game. Go back to my ZZZ, where the next character is freaking like cool, and they actually put QTEs in the boss fight. I found out.
That's why. What's that game called? That game came out last year.
Hold on, guys. I just want to read this off from Henry. Henry has said this multiple times, but this is his stance. He has said this multiple times. He says he's going to cop the game once the Legends multiplayer comes out for Ghost of Yotei 2, Ghost of Yotei, and then he has other games to play. So that's still my same stance. I won't pick it up when Legends comes out. I don't plan on picking up no matter what comes out for it. But I do have more than enough games to keep me satisfied. I'm good.
Yep, exactly. Same here. I got lots of games that are appealing directly to me. I see no reason to pick up something when the character design doesn't strike me as like, I gotta play this one. Like,
yeah, I want to show something off, but I'm going to get copyrighted. But I'm showing it off because I feel like seeing is believing, right? Katana, Suicide Squad, actress. So there's a Japanese female. Her name is her name is Karen Fukuhara. Yeah, I got the name right. Good job, Jay. I got her name is Karen Fukuhara. She's actually of Japanese descent. More Japanese than American.
Korean.
Yeah, well, Korean. Same thing. Not the same thing, but you get my point. She could have easily played Atsu and brought a level of feminine to it. And she's beautiful. She's a beautiful actress, right? She played, I think her name is Woman in The Boys. She's been around. So okay, hold on.
Just a thumbnail.
You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? So she already has experience with that type, and she was also in That fucking game I got. You know that game. Oh shit. That scary game. It was with Unreal Engine. It looked really good. It starts with a C.
What from Unreal Engine?
I can't remember it.
No, what are you talking about from an Unreal Engine?
It's a game that she was in.
Charlie Hill.
The Callisto
Man,
Protocol.
no.
Callisto Protocol.
Oh,
She was in that.
oh yeah, she was there.
Mm.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
True Eddie.
Yeah,
You said Karen Fukuhara is what nationality?
I said Korean, but she looks.
She is what Google says, Japanese American nationality. She was born in Los Angeles, California, to Japanese immigrant parents and fluent in both in English and Japanese. They could have picked her.
That would have been lit.
I said this before, but I did want you to say it because you believe what you said. So I just wanted. She's not Korean. That's the only reason why I brought her up is because she wasn't Korean. Because it would be weird for her to be Korean, and then they had her play Katana, which has the Japanese flag as her mask. They wouldn't have done that because that would have been fucked up. So they didn't do it for that role. That's why I said that she should have been in that role. Long story short, she should have been in the role. It should have been her. I want to play these videos, but WB is going to fucking get me. So I can't.
Don't do it.
So I want you guys to do your research. Trust JayTech. I have not been wrong for a very long time. Trust me. Do your research.
She was also in Ladybug movie.
She's, huh?
Someone said she was also in Ladybug movie.
I don't know about that, but I'll check that out. So she's in The Boys. She's in Callisto Protocol, and she's early in the Callisto Protocol. But later on in the video games, you see her more, and you get to talk to her more. She's in Suicide Squad. I know what a lot of people say about Suicide Squad, but it is actually a damn good fucking movie. Compared to the garbage we've been getting, trust me, go back and watch the movie and you'll understand how good it is compared to the shit
I saw it. It was
really good movie.
No, the movie, Jay, the movie is good. The game sucks.
The game.
No, I don't care about the game. I don't care about the game. I'm talking about the movie. A lot of people trashed the movie when the movie first came out and nobody knew that it was ever going to be a game. When the movie came out, it got completely disrespected by fans that now have a different tone in their voice because of how bad the new comic book movies have been on both DC and Marvel side. But yeah, she's been here, bro. Look at this. Rising Star 9 years ago. She's been there, bro. It was a narrative choice. It was a political choice that they picked who they picked to be of Ghost of Yotei. If they would have picked her, it would have been a day one. If they would have picked somebody that actually respects gaming, if they would have picked somebody that is actually has been in roles that would make them qualified for this role,
It's qualifications,
like, bro,
Jay.
what the fuck, bro?
It's qualifications,
like
Jay.
Sony is so blind, but they're gonna learn a very valuable lesson. It's gonna be all right. They're gonna learn a very valuable lesson. But look her up. Her name is Karen Fukuhara, and she's also in The Boys. She's in the first season of The Boys. She's introduced after the first 4 episodes, I think, or the first 3 episodes. And she's also in the Suicide Squad movie, and also somebody said she was in Ladybug.
Ghost.
Are you sure she was in Ladybug?
Think,
wait up. Hold on, bro.
I forgot Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out. I really should get that instead.
Are you sure? You said Ladybug, or did you say? She was in Bullet Train. That's where Brad Pitt is. Are you thinking about Bullet Train? Because when I look her up, Ladybug doesn't come out. The Boy in the Horn, she was a voice actor in there. She's in this movie called Stray. She was in She-Hara, the He-Man story. Let's see. Bobblehead, the movie from 2020. Pokemon. She was in a Pokemon movie in 2023. She was in a movie called Stone Cold Fox. She was in Star Wars Visions, which was the anime Star Wars. Remember they brought out anime Star Wars?
I love the anime Star Wars thing. It was like Matrix kind of reloaded, or not reloaded, Matrix Animatrix thing, where it was like a vignettes. I love that shit. She was
in there. She was also in Tomb Raider Lara Croft on Netflix. I would not recommend that. Glorious 5 Year. Let me see. She was in Lost. I don't see anything about Ladybug. What is Ladybug?
I mean, it's really pretty low these days.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad when the anime
her
and
name was
the Jedi games,
Ladybug, but the
the
movie is Bullet Train. Her name was Ladybug, but the movie is Bullet Train. Yeah, Bullet Train is fuck, bro. I'm telling you, man, Bullet Train is so underrated. I don't know what people's problem with Bullet Train was, but Bullet Train is such. If you love Japanese culture, if you love samurai and shit, if you love Brad Pitt and comedy, I highly recommend you watch Bullet Train. It came out in 2022. I highly recommend you guys. You want to watch a good movie? And I'm really good at movie recommendations. Bullet Train. Also, if you call yourself a gamer and you still have not watched Ready Player One, do yourself a favor and watch that movie. And watch that shit in 4K. You deserve it. As an amazing gamer, if you're hearing my voice, you deserve it. You deserve to watch Ready Player One.
Was that the VR one? I believe.
Yeah, that was the VR one.
Yeah, I remember that.
In my personal opinion,
what the hell is this?
It's the best video gamer movie ever released. And I know you know, because if you watched it, as the gamer that you are, you should know. Who was missing from that game? From that movie? Who didn't lend their characters?
Oh, Nintendo. Was Nintendo or Sony?
Nintendo.
This Nintendo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With someone. It's been a while.
Yep. Oh, I never forget it. Because all of that history of all those games they talked about, but no representation from Nintendo at all.
Nintendo being Nintendo.
But yeah, like I said, and I'll never stop saying it. You had a great choice right here. You had a choice that had experience. You had a likable choice, and you went the other way. You went the controversial way. You went the way that would make everybody talk bad about your fucking game. They went out of their way to choose somebody that people didn't already like. There's tons of videos of people just going after Ghost of Yotei. That's not the reason why I'm not picking the game up. I made the decision way before people started making this bullshit. I've been made this decision. Before Charlie Kirk got assassinated, I've been made that decision.
And now the stuff that happened, it made your decision even more.
No. No. It didn't affect my decision at all because my mind was already made up. This didn't do shit. This didn't do shit but prove that I was right. Mm-hmm. But it's not right enough for people, so I have to wait a little bit longer for you to play the game. And then maybe it'll soak in to a lot of you guys. Oh, yeah, Jay was on something. He kind of knew what he was talking about.
Hey, Jay, remember 2005?
What was in 2005, though?
Neil Past the Darkest Fairy. That was a good PlayStation game. I love that.
Fuck?
What?
I love that
I don't
game
even.
stuff.
What? I've never heard of this.
Neopets Dark Fair. It's a Sony exclusive.
What?
I could. It was.
It's called
Neo?
Neopast the Darkest Fairy.
Yes.
Neopast the Darkest Fairy.
And it was a Sony exclusive.
I've never heard of that because I have Primal. I'm looking over
Oh, he
here on my
said
shelf.
Neopets.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said.
Okay, I was like, what is that?
But of consorting with the smuggler types.
Can't believe y'all forgot about that one. That was
I remember Neopets, but yeah,
I've never heard of that one, dude. Is that PS2? Because
that's PS2. That's
Yes,
PS2,
PS2.
2005. That's PS2.
I have a lot of
I'm
PS2 games.
looking more at it. I
never heard of
remember.
that one.
I think I remember Neopets was something, but I wasn't for me. No, that was not me. No.
The
My
Neopets
first game
game.
was
Oh,
like
what the
my
hell?
first two games for PS2 was Bouncer by Square Enix and Arc the Lad, and then I just went crazy and got
Well, now you just
JRPGs.
stunned me because now I have to go find this. This is the strangest thing I've seen. What? I'm Mr. PS2 collector, and I've never
But
heard of
it
this.
was like a PlayStation exclusive by default, right? It wasn't like published by Sony or anything. I think it was just only on play. Maybe no. It got the Sony published logo on.
It's
Who
exclusive.
the fuck owned fucking Neopets? Does Sony own Neopets? The fuck?
They used to.
That's so
Silas,
weird.
out in the cold
Who
immediately.
owns Neopets?
Anybody in the sick room?
Neopets is owned by World of Neopia, an independent company that acquired the game from NetDragon Websoft in July 2023. No, Sony doesn't own that.
Oh, man.
No,
it was a
own
good
it.
game.
They published it, but they don't own that shit.
But it was
I
a
don't
good
know.
game.
I guess so. That's for you. I didn't
I've never heard of this
never
one.
heard
So
of
that
shit before.
I'm Mr. PS2, and I'm like,
Bro,
what?
you be throwing some fucking just random balls, right, bro? Like, what the hell?
I'm sorry. I just
man, what the hell?
I thought I was throwing curveballs last time with
a curveball.
what was
bro.
it called?
Like, that was massive
that
curveball.
painting
I don't
one.
even think about that. I mean, there's a lot
thought I
of
was
things that happened in
throwing curveballs.
2005, but not what the hell.
Man, PS5 was the best year for PS2, and the same thing with the early 2000s. Remember Spyro?
I could say the early 2000s. I mean, it's got it like.
Remember Spyro, the Dragonfly?
I stopped giving a fuck about Spyro once it went multi-plat, and I was on a more casual side and didn't know all the console war and politics that I found out about after 2008. But I
the
knew
only
enough as a
2005
gamer.
I know is Rogue Galaxy.
Yeah.
Or was that 2008, like, or some shit?
PlayStation 2 2005 games. Let's go see what was happening in 2005. Need for Speed Most Wanted, Madden 2005, Alter Beast.
I was pissed because we had to wait 2006 to get Kingdom Hearts 2.
Guitar Hero. Oh, these are 2005, 2006. Guitar Hero, NBA Live 2007, SOCOM, Navy SEALs, Burnout, Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks. Let's see. Gran Turismo 3, A-Spec, Sly Cooper, Battle. I don't know. I mean.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest 8 was out in 2005.
Bring back. All those games you just named, bring back.
God of War came out in 2005. That was a good one.
That was a real good game.
SSS Tricky, Sly Cooper.
Oh, I missed that
2,
one.
Burnout 3, NBA Street 2, Bully, Shadow of Colossus, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, Massive
Legend. Vice City. Oh, that was a good one right here. Tony Hawk Underground 2, but I liked 1 better, but they don't do shit with 1. I really wish they would do a Tony Hawk Underground remake like they did the other ones, but I know they're gonna stop. I just have a feeling they're not gonna go there.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had some good cartoons back in those days, and
Yeah.
good exclusives, man.
Yep. Let's go and do a little prediction. We're not gonna do a poll first. Just gonna talk about the state of play. It's really gonna be straightforward, guys. So there are reports that people believe that tomorrow Sony will drop the information. So in my personal opinion, it'll be anywhere between before I wake up to I'm already up and I'm at work. So I would say, I guess well, it's not going to be before I wake up because I wake up way before they even announce shit. So I'll say between 9 in the morning and I give them all the way until 2 p.m. in the afternoon when I'm supposed to clock out. So 9 to 2. So 9 a.m. in the morning all the way to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. For them to come out and publicly announce a state of play. If they don't come at me. Remember, this rumor got started by Jeff Grubb and continued to be spread by people like MBG and many other people that pull shit out of their ass and talk about it until it comes true, but they never had any idea that it was ever going to happen. They just hoped that you would click their videos over and over and over again, thinking that they know something that other people don't, which makes sense when you make shit up. You know, it is what it is. So, I will believe it when Sony comes out and announces that we have a state of play. And people are saying there was a new rumor, even though Sony didn't announce it at the end of last week, where a lot of people thought they were going to announce it. The new rumor is that it'll be on the 25th, which is Thursday. So that means that Sony would announce it on Monday. Now, again, I'm not saying this. I'm telling you what people are saying. Well, if Sony doesn't announce it Monday, then they'll definitely announce it Tuesday. Again, not JayTech saying this, just other people that are desperate. Oh. I got my calendar. I just want to show you guys that I already have my shit marked for the 25th. Not that anything's gonna happen, just to keep me see if there was a prediction that maybe, because it's the 25th, right? The second week of the month and the second to the last week of the month is what I've always predicted, where we would see state of plays because that's when they normally post it.
I think the 12th is here.
So we'll see. A lot of people have said this was gonna be a really, really big one. Wolverine's gonna be there, and Intergalactics will be there, and this and that, and just people just throwing everything they ever wanted Sony to talk about, and they're saying that's gonna be there. I don't know what the fuck's gonna be there, but I think that a lot of people are gonna be severely disappointed.
At this point, I don't even have any expectations because it's just so bad every time.
Like, they did a fucking state of play for 007. That game was ass.
That was boring, but you know...
It's funny because after the state of play, nobody talked about it.
He who shall not be named, that was in the other round table. He who should not be named was loving it. He's like, oh, I'm going to buy 007. I'm like, cool, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to pick that one up.
He who shall not be named.
It's crazy when you really think about it because, there's no real gamer that looked at 007 and say, I need that. Versus, I'm going to go play Uncharted. That was my reaction, is that I saw that and I went and downloaded Uncharted.
Too.
Huh?
He was in the recent... I don't want to say his name, but he was technically your buddy, starts with the humor, Yeah, he was defending Lost Soul Aside for a while in his most recent one, pre-patch, and I'm like thinking, what is this guy on?
There's a
Yeah,
lot of people
yeah.
defending Lost Soul Aside.
Yeah, but Lost Soul Side flopped. It was a
Yep.
financial
There's a lot,
flop.
but there's a lot of people defending Lost Soul Aside.
That they can defend it all they want, but they're wrong. And I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like you guys aren't wrong, bro. These are the
I
same
ain't
people that
defending that
was
1.0
defending
version.
Forspoken. Remember Forspoken? They were
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the same fucking thing. They were defending the game. Did it flop? You can
Absolutely.
defend a fucking game. It doesn't stop it from flopping. All that means is that you like it, but not a lot of other people fucking agree with you. So they didn't
I
buy
just
it.
don't know what he saw in the 1.0 version to actually play that much.
Some people are really.
It's much better now in the
diehard.
1.9 version.
Look, they're diehard PlayStation fans to the point that they don't want PlayStation to take any L's. Look, I had my moment where I was similar to that, but when I was doing that, PlayStation was taking a shitload of W's. And I was doing the PS4 generation. When we hit the PS5 generation, I was much more aware of the bullshit that was going on. So,
Nigga, I want PlayStation to do well, but I don't want PlayStation to pretend
I'm
make
not
it look like they're doing.
I'm not gonna pretend like they're always doing well and that I'm gonna be quiet when they're doing bad. They need to know that they're doing bad so they can fix their mistakes.
That's how you get an Xbox.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the heck Xbox doing.
Hold on 1 second. Fortnite, and this comes breaking news as of 3 hours ago. Fortnite already banned thousands of players who broke the rules in Delulu.
Where the magic happens?
What the hell is Delulu?
What the hell is Delulu?
What the fuck?
And
I
they've
have no
been
idea what that is.
permanently banned, by the way.
Interesting. What the heck is it though?
I don't know what it is. I mean, it's 1 second. I'm gonna read this off. Please, nobody interrupt. Nobody interrupt. Let me read this off so we can know what the fuck we're talking about. So somebody in the comment section says, I mean, I expected this. It's why I don't talk. Oh, okay. Proximity chat.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yep, it's proximity chat.
What that mean?
So you basically run
That
your mouth
means
saying
when
boo.
you're around somebody and you say something, like it gets picked up. And now they also I think they capture your voice, and so like it's easy to report somebody for saying something.
Like something bad.
Yeah, anything like that, yeah.
Damn.
Yep. Damn.
Well,
Also, when I come to play games, I don't hardly say nothing.
I be muting my mic, bro, like because I be recording a lot, so I just
I
mute
just
my mic.
I just like to have fun, play games, you know.
Yeah.
That shit's dangerous because once your account gets banned, you lose all your games if you have digital.
And all that
On
money
PlayStation?
That's scary.
That is dangerous. That is the main reason I do physical still, because of shit like that. Like, what happens if my PSN gets destroyed? What then?
Oh, hold on, man. I don't know if this is proximity chat. People are saying it's related to some sort of game, and they're cheating in some sort of new mode. What is this?
I'm not surprised. Cheaters.
What is this? Delulu. Let me ask Google. Why are players being banned in Fortnite for Delulu?
Players are banned in Fortnite for a variety of reasons.
No. Why are players currently being banned in the game mode Delulu?
Players are currently being banned in the Delulu game mode in Fortnite, primarily for violations of the game's rules regarding voice chat. This new limited time mode, which centers on player-to-player interaction through proximity voice chat, has led to a significant increase in toxic behavior. The main reasons for the bans appear to be hate speech and slurs. A major reason for the bans is players using hate speech, slurs, and other abusive language in the voice chat. Epic Games has a clear policy against this type of behavior, and the new voice reporting system in Delulu makes it easier for them to detect and moderate it. Harassment and abuse. The proximity voice chat in this mode allows for direct communication with opponents, which has unfortunately resulted in many instances of harassment and verbal abuse. Teaming. While the Delulu mode is designed to encourage players to form temporary alliances and team up, it's possible that players are being banned for teaming in other game modes where it is against the rules. However, Epic Games has stated that players will not be banned for teaming within the Delulu mode itself. The Delulu mode seems to be a test for Fortnite's new voice reporting feature, which allows players to report conversations that violate the rules. This new system sends an audio clip of the reported conversation to the moderation team, allowing them to more effectively and quickly take action against offenders.
Yeah, yes, y'all need to mute your mics. Yeah, I was right the first time. It was about proximity chat. I don't know what Delulu is. Maybe that's the code name for proximity chat, but yeah, it's yeah, if I was y'all, I would probably mute my mic.
Yeah, just
I
play the
mean,
game.
you see this shit? I mute my mic all the time. Just mute your fucking mic if you're on PlayStation. Mute that fucking shit. It's not worth it, bro.
It's not like losing your account and all your games are so hard and all the save files.
Just mute that shit, bro.
It ain't worth it. Yeah.
What the fuck? That was a setup. I mean, I expected it to go this way. I just didn't expect it to go this way, you know? Like I expected to be people to be toxic, but I didn't expect them to like, oh, they're clipping people's voices saying something and immediately getting them banned. That's crazy.
Just mine.
Wow.
Remember the Xbox 360 days where people always cuss all the time?
I know all about that, Brian. I know all about that, but it doesn't matter because we were in a different age then. Now we have technology where you can cut people's clips of the videos like the AI was telling us, they're clipping it easily and sending it straight off. And if you can easily do that, you're going to easily be banned. So if you have a foul mouth, maybe don't get on Fortnite. There's a lot of kids there, so they're really going to be like, yeah, we're going to take it seriously and get you up out of here. We don't want the kids to hear curse words and stuff like that. So, I think that, I'm not telling nobody not to get on Fortnite. I just think you should be very careful on what you say or mute your mic.
Yeah. I sometimes be quiet. Sometimes I just focus. I like to focus when it comes to the shots and stuff in the gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that's just how I am.
I mute my mic. Yeah. When I'm playing solo, I mute my mic. I don't talk to anybody. I'm just focusing. But the only
Why do you
time
need to talk anyway? There are kids on there.
Huh?
What do you need to talk anyways? There are kids on there.
Proximity chat. Nobody's really paying attention to that. But now you have proximity chat. Maybe you want to talk because now people can hear you. I know it may not make sense to you, but some people that are not like you, like, oh wow, now I can talk to somebody, I can trash talk them when they shoot me, or I died in a weird way, like that. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's just
you just gotta wash your mouth and
well, it's too late for a lot of them because goodness, a lot of them got banned already. I didn't even know they had this shit running this weekend. I swear, I had no idea this mode was running. I'm definitely not gonna be. I'm gonna have my mic muted anytime that I even go back to Fortnite. My shit's muted. Yep, that shit's gonna be stay muted too.
That is a catch.
Thanks for telling me this, man. Because be honest, I don't have to say anything much. Like I was saying, I shoot, but sometimes I say, "Hey, how you doing?" That's it.
I want to keep it that way.
I ain't gonna even say that, nigga. I ain't gonna say that, nigga.
Well, guys, I want to say we're about to be up out of here, but I do want to say that No Man's Sky is a success story that we really need to give a hands up to. That it's almost sitting at 4 stars. It's sitting at 3.98. It came a long way to get back there. It has over 100. It has over 100 people that have voted. There's a lot, over 100,000. Sorry, over 107,000 people that have rated the game, and the majority of the rating scores is sitting at a 60. It's 60% 5 stars. Then they got 14% 4 stars, 6% 3 stars, 5% 2 stars, and 16% 1 star. Basically from when the game came out and the mess that it was. But now they really fixed it. I didn't rate this game yet either, but I should. But yeah, man, great game. You guys already know I got a platinum, but I come back to it every now and then because they're always updating it. This new update, and Truity always thought I was trolling on this. This new update actually gave you a more modern suit that kind of reminds you a little bit of the Starfield, because it's so more modern and like a modern astronaut suit with the white and the red and black and shit. But now you get to make your own ships. So people have been making crazy ships, bro. They've been making crazy ships. And you can make a crazy ship too. And it can be as big as you want. It can have as many boosters as you want. It can have as many guns as you want. You can have different rooms on your ship. You can have a farm on your ship. It all depends on how you want to make your ship. People have made ships that look like the Star Trek Enterprise. They've made small ships. They've made like ships that have detachments. You can invite people on your ship. No Man's Sky has expanded beyond our understanding. It is a great fucking game. And all developers need to take, this into consideration when you produce a shit game. Never stop trying to make it better for the gamer. Because they believed in you at some point in time. And all I'm saying right now, you owe it to them to fix whatever you fucked up on.
I will say they're trying to do that with Lost Soul Aside. From my experience, I've been seeing them update it so frequently, it's crazy. Like, I think he is like trying to make up for the mistakes, but just wait. Let it get it on sale, whatever.
The damage is a little bit done in that regards. Because it's single
player. It
player.
could recover, though.
Yeah. Well, I think he's going to fix it. It's just, I'm not giving him, no. I already waited fucking 10 years. A lot of people actually waited 10 years. They didn't even know. A lot of people were waiting only 3 to 4 years because they just found out about it. But I had known about it since, they first hyped it up years ago. And I feel like
back
after
in the
10 fucking
15
years.
days.
Yeah.
I remember.
After 10 fucking years, I think you should have had your fucking game ready.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point we should wait another 1 or 2 years for you to fix what.
I have a question. Do you guys like Gundam? The anime Gundam?
The anime, yeah.
I still need to see the newest one that Hideki Anno directed.
Oh yeah.
I saw the Witch from Mercury one. That was excellent. I need to see the one that Hideki Anno did with his studio Kara.
I want to get those.
I believe that even happened.
I want to get those
Evangelion creator.
I want to get those.
Want to get the what?
The Gundam statues. The Gundam statues of the figures.
Oh yeah.
Those things are big.
The model kits, those are insane, dude.
Yeah,
they are.
Building that shit is crazy.
Blackbone got one of those.
Damn, bro.
Oh, I know he does. I've seen him in his videos.
They said thousands of people got banned. Bro.
Yeah,
damn. Yeah, I'm gonna do what you do, Jay. And I'm gonna mute my mic too, because
it's best to just
I ain't feel lose all my stuff.
I'm glad I don't touch Fortnite.
You may think that you haven't done anything or said anything wrong, but it doesn't matter, because now they can clip your voice and send it straight to them, and they're getting these people banned immediately. Because now they can listen to the voice and say, okay, yeah, this was a bad word, this was a bad, bam, you're out. And you're not being banned for a little bit. You're being banned for life.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna talk
ain't
them
worth it.
on PSN. I
mean,
think about.
Will Fortnite reverse a lot of this? They probably need to, because the people that are probably getting banned probably spend a lot of money on Fortnite. That's just, again, if you're listening to me, Fortnite, I think that's something you should really think
Jay,
about.
Jay,
It ain't
hey,
worth
Jay.
it. Man.
Yeah,
Let them let them screw up their platform. At least we'll get rid of Fortnite.
It's not
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
that easy, but
that's never gonna go away, dude. It's ingrained in society now, especially with the kids. Like
Listen,
Minecraft,
if they
you
keep
can't get rid of it.
banning
Just like
people,
Minecraft.
if they keep banning people like that, gee, they may not be able to. They may not have a choice.
well,
You
we'll
can't.
see. It's only
Call of Duty's been
1,000
doing this
people.
forever.
It's only thousands of people. It's hundreds of millions of people to be on Fortnite. So we should wait and see
Dude,
what
it's
the
taken like
backlash
20
is.
years for Call of Duty to finally start collapsing.
Exactly. So, like, don't again, Truity, you underestimate the stupidity of the human race, man. It's a lot of people who get on there just and like to give Fortnite money, you know. So it is what it is. Oh,
I know I've seen multiple of my coworkers see that. What is that game? I'm playing Trails in the Sky at work, and they're just like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and I'm like,
well, I
"Yeah,
got an
Trails in the
update
Sky."
for everybody. Sakamoto Days, the anime by Netflix of the assassin that got older and had a family, had a daughter and a wife, and started to run a convenience store. Netflix is making that into a live action film.
Why? God, I'm starting to hate Netflix, bro.
And that's coming out in 2026.
It's gonna be woke.
I've ignored Netflix's live action stuff. I heard that Avatar one was awful.
It was terrible, dude. You don't want to see it. It was terrible.
Yeah, I'll just keep my original copies of the show. Thank you very much. The original show.
Bro, Netflix is gonna make that woke. I can feel it in my gut bones.
Your gut bones. Okay. That's illegal. Well, with that, we're gonna get our asses up out of here. I got games to play and movies to watch and shit like that.
Me too.
Everybody, you have a great night. Thank you for showing up and supporting the PlayStation Legion on our return to the Sunday show. We're not gonna take that much of a break ever again, but because there's about to be a lot to fucking talk about. So expect to see us here again next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 1 p.m. West Coast time or PST time. Well, with that being said, I'm out. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Warlock. Thank you, True Witty, and thank you, chat, for being here.
No problem,
we got
brother.
some stuff to talk about after the show. So if you guys want to stick out, we got some stuff to talk about. And that's it. See you guys later. Oh, I don't think I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I'm thinking about a JayTech plays tomorrow for Monster Hunter. But I gotta see, because I want to get over this hump. There's a side quest that I need to do. Well, I just need to fight a monster and find this monster, and it's annoying because it's taking a lot of time. I want to do that, and then I'll do a Monster Hunter JayTech plays, because I can get back on track with a story. And but Tuesday, definitely Tuesday morning, I'm going to be doing a news and updates. And I'll say this: if Sony does announce a state of play tomorrow, I'll do Red Alert. Yeah, you'll see us go live for Red Alert around 3 p.m. No, I'll 4 p.m. I want to give myself some time to get home. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Remember, guys, you heard it here first. I don't really have a lot of faith in Jeff Grubb or MBG. They normally just continuously say stuff until it happens. It doesn't really mean.
I wonder if MBG actually played Metal Gear like I am. I doubt it.
Said he posted some live streams of him playing it, but I don't think he like continuously plays it on live stream anymore.
No, he doesn't. He only does one stream.
Yeah, he's not. He's not real.
Yeah, we kind of figured that. Yeah, he's not real.
Yeah, because he was talking it up, and I'm thinking, you're not
gonna
play
that shit, right? Yeah.
It's like,
I
I've
mean,
been
he
playing the
did
crap out of
do
it.
one stream, but it was like no follow up.
I'm about my word. I did not
all the
want Death Stranding, no
gaming
offense.
rumors and shit.
I wanted
All
Metal
the
Gear.
rumors are just so much that he has to cover these rumors that he creates out of his own ass. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's more important than actually playing the games he's been hyping up the whole fucking time. Well, with that being said, I'm out of here. Everybody have a great night. I'll see you either tomorrow at 4 p.m. or on Tuesday for the news and update at 11 a.m.